Are we there? Is it live?
You are currently in a scheduled broadcast. You are live. Are we live?
Are we live? Have we done this before? No one's in the chat.
No, we got it. There we go. Okay. All right. That made no sense, literally whatsoever.
All Josh did was just sign out of the program and sign back in.
Restarted the camera, took the battery out, put it back in, and then restarted the browser.
So
put it
hi
out,
guys.
back in.
Welcome.
Let me make sure we got clean audio. Check.
Although it doesn't matter because you could hear us out of the headphones last time.
Yeah, I could hear, we have quality control measures we go through to ensure that things like that don't happen, and sometimes things get wonky. So that's where we're at right now. We are in Wonkyville. Now I'm all hot and bothered. I need some airflow in here.
Yeah, right?
I don't know what that. Yeah. Adam says, have you tried turning it off and turning it back on again?
Literally, that's what we did. That's all we did.
Mm-hmm.
That fixes a lot of things.
That's all you got to do. It's all you got to do. So, all right. We are here. We're back. I said hi to everybody. If you were in chat.
It was really nice.
Yeah. It's great to see all of you. I'm not going to do it again, but.
Snooze, you lose.
Yeah. Hey, we got Tom Lehman in the house. Good to see you here. Craig May. We got all kinds of people in the house. So there's some people I didn't get to say hi to prior to the sound issues, but here we are. We are good to go.
Yes.
And what are we drinking tonight? What are we doing tonight?
Everything under the sun.
Yeah. Joan is here. First time for a live for me. Thanks for joining in.
Nice.
It's always a ton of fun. We're just hanging out, having a good time. So, all right. So we're drinking a bunch of different things. We're going to drink some pretty cool stuff, including the new Jack Daniel's 14 year, as well as batch 4 of Jack Daniel's 10 year, yet to be released, and batch 3 of Jack Daniel's 12 year, yet to be released, as well as the 14 year. So we got these goodies in from Jack Daniel's. This is going to be the main attraction tonight. As you can see, 10, 12, and look at that 14.
What?
So the 10 year batch 4 is 97 proof. The 12 year batch 3 is 107 proof, as it usually is. And the 14 year, never been released, batch 1, 126.3 proof.
All right.
And we are doing a giveaway tonight, and that helps the channel. Any kind of Streamlab donations help the channel. Should be linked at the very top of this video description, but you will get samples of all of these, as well as a sample of every other bottle we're tasting tonight. I'll do 2-ounce samples when I can. We're not going to have 2 ounces of these. We're just not going to have enough to do this live stream and shoot a video and send a 2-ounce sample, but we will send a 1 ounce, probably about a 1 ounce sample of this. So you'll get to try, whoever wins, we'll get to try this. You don't have to be present to win.
Yeah.
None of that business. We are going to stream for until 9:20 or 9:30 our time. It's 8:08 now.
We're on Central Time.
Yeah, 8:08 now. So we're going to go for about an hour and a half.
8:08. I don't know. I did that.
Yeah, I don't know I did that either. Let me fix the.
What are you fixing?
Let me fix this right here.
What are you doing?
I don't like that got cut off like that does.
Okay. We'll just yawn.
Ran into a character limit.
Okay.
All right. Updated the banner. So.
Okay.
All right. Oh, and let me make sure.
Chat.
I know we were missing chat, but there's some things I got to do that I didn't get to do because things were going crazy on me.
The sound wasn't working.
Yeah. I got to make sure I enable our widgets. And I didn't even pull up the other window. Man, guys, honestly, everything was sideways.
Can I pull up the window? Can you just?
You'd have to do the login situation.
Oh, okay. Okay, never mind. Maybe at some point on my laptop we should log me into that so that way I have it, so that way I can pull up the window here on my laptop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Ideas are good, and good ideas are even
better.
Sometimes
I have good ideas.
Woo. Okay, I should have done all this beforehand. We've had a day, y'all. We've had a day, okay?
Travis says, widgets, is this Microsoft Vista?
We have had a day.
Touche.
All right, so DM Burger coming in with $50. Wow, it says,
wow.
Woo, thank you. We didn't have our widgets, so Travis says, widgets, is this Microsoft Vista? Yes, so Streamlab calls them widgets to show when people donate. So just like that, customer donated $25.
Sweet.
DM Burger did not have his name pop up, nor did Gas VA 911.
Okay.
Hopefully that's in reference to a Porsche 911. Donated $5. So thank you very much.
I will get you both in our spreadsheet, so that way when we randomize names, your names will be included in the randomization of the names.
Right. So we've got a little tab over here that we can keep up with all the donations that come in, which is wonderful to be able to keep up with in case we miss anything, but we haven't missed anything yet. So, all right, guys, I'm ready for some whiskey. So you got Gas VA 911 in for 5 and customer in for 25. There we go.
Cool.
Joan of Arc is giving us a sticker, a person of turquoise waving. I have to check that out on the YouTube side. Great question that was asked. Okanagave asked, do we like StreamYard or Streamlabs better? StreamYard is really clean. Streamlabs is like...
StreamYard is very user-friendly.
Yeah.
But they will charge you for it by taking a percentage of
No,
all the
Streamlabs
things.
just StreamYard raised their rates.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was. They raised their rates.
And they have a limit of 10 people on screen, 10 video feeds, and we need more than that for some of the Patreon tastings that we do.
We got to get up to 12, right?
Right.
Or on Streamlabs.
So Streamlabs, we like that they have more spaces. We like some of the things that Streamlabs has better. And we get higher quality audio during our streams, I've noticed.
When it works.
Well, that's the first time it's never worked in 4 years of the channel.
That's true.
Michael Reyna in for 5. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Michael.
But yeah, so all in all, I would love to take features of both and combine them. I think it's just more or less what you're used to. But there are things I like about both, to be honest with you. All right. So, and my mouse is being weird. We just technical difficulties left and right. All right, let's get into some pours. We've had a day. We had a great day hanging out with family. And then the kiddo got her legs taken out from under her by a big 80-pound puppy, chocolate lab, and went down hard on a sidewalk. And so we spent some of the afternoon in a walk-in clinic, like an urgent care.
She is okay.
She's okay.
She's sore. Her arm is sore, but
she's in a sling.
She's in a sling, but nothing seems to be fractured or anything. So she will be sore, but she is okay.
Yes. So in addition to and she hit her head, but thankfully not bad. So
yeah.
In addition to the Jack Daniels, we're tasting the brand new Old Forester 1924. This is the most recent release, and we are going to compare it to the first release of this. So that is going to be something that is going to happen.
Ooh.
That was shrill.
Yeah. Did you guys hear that?
That was offensive.
I wonder what that sounded like to...
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It was really loud and piercing.
Yeah. Do better, Old Forester.
It was like, yeah.
But yeah, so
this is a lot, bro.
Here, give me something. Well, keep in mind, these are smaller glasses too.
I don't care. It's still a lot.
All right. And this will for sure be a 2-ounce sample. So the JD 14-year, not available yet, nor is the 10 or 12-year batch 4 and 3 respectively. So
okay, so
that has not yet happened.
This is Old Forester. This is yours.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm going to pour in one of these Pursuit Spirits. I'm going to pour the Old Forester 1924 because they're a batch product and they are going to taste different. So we're going to compare it. Now this will not be in the sample pack for whoever wins
because we don't have very much.
Yeah, we're going to try.
Are we sharing?
Put this? Yeah, we'll share that. Okay. You want to go ahead and take a sip of the first release and warm your palate up with that?
This one? Yeah.
I'll do that as well, just to get an idea of what the old one was like. It's been a minute.
It smells like paint.
JG said that pop sounded like you stepped on a puppy's tail. Yeah, it was that shrill, like that cry.
It sounded very shrill.
Yeah, it was crazy. All right, you need another sip to get your bearings about you. Frankie asked when the JD is hitting the shelves. Don't know. Soon. It's a 14-year special release. Who knows how much it's going to cost? I would guess between...
I need to taste the new one right away, or I'll forget what that one tasted like.
Okay. I would guess between $120, $150, I bet, and it's going to be expensive. It's going to be hard to find, rather, and expensive.
Is there a proof difference on these?
Mm-mm.
If I didn't know better, I would guess the newer one is higher proof.
They're both 100 proof.
It's coming across spicier than the older one.
Yeah, more
Yeah.
spice on it.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Andrew P. That would be correct. We've not heard of anybody getting any samples of it either. However, last night we were supposed to attend an event that was hosted by Jack Daniels with Master Distiller Chris Fletcher. Will and Grease from the podcast were there. Sarah and Chad from It's Bourbon Night were there. A bunch of patrons and people were there. I've been on the COVID mend.
Yeah.
So
Today was the first day.
Today was the first day I could be around people like responsibly. You know, I could have gone to the thing last night with a mask on, and you know, you're at a catered event with barbecue and whiskey and a whole bunch of people, and technically I tested negative several times over the course of several days. But yeah, so we didn't get to go to that. We could have tasted the 14-year and the 10 and 12 with Chris Fletcher from Jack Daniels, but out of responsibility, we bowed out, and we really hated to miss that. But it was really nice to see these samples show up in the mail, and we're gonna go ahead and record a video for them as well that we're gonna push out probably this. I think we're gonna record it tomorrow, and we're gonna push it out Wednesday.
Whiskey is a journey. Thank you. And Steve, I see both of you.
Yeah.
Our screen is so small, I can't see when they pop up.
Yeah, but I need this over here so you can see.
That's fine, but you can make us bigger because all I need to see is their name and the donation amount, so I get it in the chat correctly.
Yeah, I can't configure it any other way.
Okay.
To be honest.
Okay, I'm just letting you know. Just letting you know what I need so I can
do that.
Get everything in that spreadsheet.
It's always like, I feel like a good 5 minutes of commentary in our streams, like the first 20 minutes is us getting our bearings about us and you commenting on something I'm doing with my mouse or with the screen layout.
If you did it right the first time, I wouldn't have to comment on it every time, son. All right, I got Steve and Whiskey's Journey.
Jim donated 50, says there's some amazing samples to win. Yeah. I mean, you're going to get some of that Jack Daniels, some of the never released yet stuff, as well as 2 of our picks that haven't been released from New Holland. So those are going to be in this whole host of samples as well.
So do you see how the chat's not moving? It's because
I'm trying to juggle a lot of things. Give me a minute here. Yeah, this layout doesn't work. Can I push this over here? Oh, I can. Oh, now I can't get to my refresh though. Here we go. We're working on it, guys. We're working on it. We're going to figure it out. One of these days, we're going to figure out how to live stream. Dave McDowell in for 5. Thank you so much. All right. So old 1924. I dig it.
It's good. It's a little bit sweeter than the new one. The new one is also good, a little bit spicier. And I would have guessed that the new one is a higher proof point. So that's all I have to say about that. That's as deep as I'm going to get.
Oh, that's really interesting. Yeah. More spice on the back end on the new one. More barrel char. There's that's super interesting. So for those that don't know, 1924, and we're going to catch up on some of these super chats here in just a second, guys. This 1924 is the early times mash bill. It's like 79% corn.
The new one? What's
period.
The one that you're pointing
1924 period is the early times mash bill.
Okay.
79% corn, 11% rye, 10% malted barley.
Okay.
Also happens to be the mash bill for King of Kentucky. Now, the old 1924,
which if you're new here is Josh's my favorite whiskey of all time.
Early times does not taste like King of Kentucky. Early times has since been sold to Sazerac. All the stocks were sold to Sazerac. Brown-Forman doesn't own it anymore. The first release of 1924 did not taste anything like King of Kentucky, period. It tasted like Old Forester. And King of Kentucky tastes distinctly different from Old Forester in some pretty key ways. Namely, the way the barrel char, the oak, the vanilla comes through. The barrel influence is just different on King of Kentucky than it is on Old Forester products. And this release, I'm not saying it tastes anything like King of Kentucky. It doesn't taste like a 100 proof King of Kentucky. But there are shades of that mash bill and that barrel influence on this pour.
You're picking up on the shades
that do not exist on the first release.
Mm-hmm. I think they're both good.
Namely the spice, the barrel char, the oak, the sweet oak influence on the tail end.
If you don't like spice, I would say go with the first one. If you do like spice, or you like both, then either.
Yeah, I think people would drink the first one if you want that fruity, like fruit forward, kind of overly sweet, low spice, easy sipping profile.
I wouldn't say overly sweet.
Not overly sweet.
It's generally sweet.
Yes, generally sweet. Good catch. Generally sweet, fruit forward, low spice, easy sipping profile. That's what the first one did, with like a nice sweet oak on the finish. This one brings in some spice, some barrel char that is more reminiscent. Like I don't think I would have called the first release of 1924 10 years old in a blind tasting. I think I would have probably called it 6 to 8 years.
Can you refresh?
This one,
get caught up on chat.
Yeah, this one definitely tastes 10 years to me.
I know we missed some super chats.
All right.
Yeah, we did. Okay.
So we got Jim in for 50.
We got Jim, we got Dave. I'm going to get Walt, Rance, and Aged in Oak. I got you guys.
All right.
I got you, babe.
Got you guys in there. So Walt in with 25. Thank you so much. Rance coming in with 5 saying, love you guys. I'm just down the road, actually a couple hours away in Grand River, Kentucky, top of Kentucky Lake area. Keep up the good work. Thank you. We will definitely keep up the work because it's fun. And Aged in Oak in for 25. Thank you guys so much.
Guys. All
right. So consensus, pretty easy consensus to me for the new.
I like them both. So my consensus is they're both good. They're different. They're more different than I expected them to be, considering they're the same product.
Thing, which we talk about all the time.
Yeah.
We talk about it all the time, guys.
Like I would not think that they were the same product. Maybe from the same family, but definitely not the same product.
Yeah. Justin got a 1924 today. The new one. Congrats, man. Nice. It is a good bottle. I like it. I'm actually curious to know, because I know your profile pretty well. I'm curious to know what you think about it versus the old one, and if you like it and all that stuff. I would be curious. Oh, we have a OMG pop. I don't know how that happened.
Who did that sticker?
I don't know.
How do you do that?
I don't know.
I want to do that. I love that one. That's
So Reptiner says, enjoying so much of your videos and the Blue Note barrel pick. We are going to taste the Blue Note tonight as well.
Yeah.
Matter of fact.
Also, we're behind on chat, and that's really
bothering me. We're gonna get caught up on chat. We're gonna get caught up on everything here in a second.
Out, dude.
We got a lot of stuff to drink too, so we can't be delaying that.
No, we can't. We got to keep the train rolling because I will get sleepy if we stop.
Repetrin. How do you say that? How would you say that?
I wouldn't even try.
All right.
Thank you. We got you down though.
I'm gonna skim through real quick. So yeah, Andrew, this is a good point. He said, talk to JD Master Distiller Chris Fletcher at a local event. He said, get ready for 18 and 21 years coming next. Yep.
Nice.
This is the legacy this man is trying to leave. He's doing a lot of experimental stuff with, like, you know, the Coy Hills and the Barrel Proof Rise and all these special releases. You can just put it down there. Okay. He's doing a lot of special releases. Can you put that in there as well? Yep. Thank you. But I think he wants his legacy from his time as master distiller at Jack Daniel's to be bringing back these age-stated products that haven't really existed since, like, back before the Prohibition days, which is a remarkable feat. So that is very cool.
That is cool.
We are quite a bit behind in chat, so I am going to try to skim through as quickly as I can. Joan, you can just put in like Joan or Joan of Arc. Destroy, like, you can put in whatever you want. It just can't have spaces in it. So it's like a weird quirk that it has that you can't have spaces in there. Yeah. It's very strange.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, yeah, I'm like Bev said, feel better, Josh, stay healthy. Aaron.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, we did mention that I got the Rona.
Yeah.
Which is in January, you were sick for like 3 weeks with a cold.
It wasn't
a respiratory thing, but it was just a cold.
Yeah.
And then I was sick in January with a sinus thing for like 2.5 weeks. And then we just got better. And then I got the Rona.
Luckily, I did not get it.
My bout was super slight. I just had a slight dry cough that's still kind of sticking around.
And you were run down. Like really
and I was kind of tired and had a splitting headache for one day. And I had one night of like crazy temperature swings. No fevers, no lack of smell or taste. Actually, if anything, I felt like I could smell and taste better. It's crazy. But yeah, so I'm feeling a lot better though.
Yep.
Ooh, Usonian says New Holland picks. Being from Grand Rapids, I need to know more about this.
Oh, they're coming. We're gonna taste them.
We're gonna taste these. I'll show you guys. We've got the Beer Barrel Bourbon, 2 years in oak and then almost 3 years in a beer barrel. This thing is crazy good. And then we have a cask strength Walleye run 7-year, 9-month malted rye, 123 proof. And the Beer Barrel Bourbon is 117 proof. They're both phenomenal. I love these picks. I've been waiting on them for so long. They turned out even better than I thought. Joan says, "Oh man, the stemmed Glencairns are what I want with S&W on them." We're working on an order right now, actually. So we're going to get a glassware order in, and we'll have some of those available on the Patreon side.
Dave and Michael, I got you.
All right. Dave, you got Dave for 25,
yep.
Right? Says, "Cheers, can't wait to meet you guys in May." Oh, we cannot wait for that either, man. It is going to be such a good time.
Yeah, it is.
It is going to be an absolute, such a good time. Oh, I think Joan figured it out because it says right there, Joan. And then, Michael in.
Yeah, we're
25.
We're behind in chat. We're
catching up.
It's stressing me out.
We're catching up. Michael's in says, "I'm glad Joshua is no longer patient zero and he can now be peppier and sharper in your videos. Erin was working hard to bring up the slack on those videos." Yeah, she definitely was. Somebody's got to pick up the slack around here.
If anything, you pick up the slack.
All right. Let me see if I can scroll. We're going to try to get caught up. Matt says, "King of Shades or Shades of Kentucky?" Yeah, definitely. All that. Yeah, it's crazy how much more I like the 25 release. Oh yeah. Okay, Joan. We just caught up. Yeah. We're catching up, Joan. We got you. Slow. We got you in there. All right.
So Rich said
definitely this year's release, the newest release. And then Jason is echoing that, saying I prefer the newest release.
I liked them both, but the newest release feels like it's more proofy.
Yeah.
Even though it's not.
So Justin is saying, "Absolutely love the Jack 12 from last year. Would feel very fortunate to find this again at MSRP." We loved batch 1 of Jack Daniel's 12-year. Batch 2 was good, but not nearly as good as batch 1. So I'm really curious to see how batch 3 is. Batch 3 of 10-year was great. So I'm really curious to see what batch 4 is like. And obviously I'm incredibly excited to check out this 14-year. Yeah.
So let's get caught up on chat real quick, and then we can try another thing.
I'm working on it. Izzo's saying, how's it going, everyone? I think I'll drink some Castle Strength while watching. Yeah, that was our Hard Truth rye pick. Yeah. Our toasted rye. Man, that thing is so good.
It's pretty good.
Agent Oak is having some of our backyard barbecue Cedar Ridge picks. So flipping good. Thank you so much. Daniel saying, "Love that dark arts." Yeah, dude. It's it's so good. Rudy asked if we've tried any Texas bourbon. Quite a bit. Mm-hmm. You have to look back on the channel in the archives.
That catalog.
We've got. We just had a Cowboy Bourbon 2023 versus 2024. We tried some Still Austin. We've tried some Garrison Brothers. Some, all kinds. Nathan Hollis in with 25 saying, "Cheers, thank you so much." All right. And we got Casey in saying, "Love watching y'all's great content. Thank you so much." Well, we enjoy making it. We really do enjoy making it. Emmanuel says, "Not exactly a bourbon selection, but do you have an opinion on Redbreast 12-year? Yeah, we both like Redbreast 12-year is like an easy sipper. And then the cask strength is very nice. We like that a lot.
Mm-hmm. I like it a lot."
Hey, Michael Ackley's in for 15 saying, "Just testing my computer skills." You nailed it.
Nicely done.
All right. Let's stick at 100 proof real quick, and let's just knock out this Barrell Foundations double barrel 5-year.
Wait, what is this?
So this is Barrell Craft Spirits Foundation double barrel 5-year.
Did they send us this?
Yeah, they sent us this, so we're gonna try it.
Oh,
we like Foundation, all right. Wasn't by any means groundbreaking or earth shaking. It was just like a good quality, different pour. We're going to share this.
Okay.
Got to save. We got a lot of stuff to taste. We got a lot of glassware on the table, and I'm trying to save as much of it as I can.
That makes sense. It smells good.
Okay. She says it smells good. We've got Brian.
Can you refresh that real quick, and then I can make sure I'm caught up?
I will absolutely do that. So what you think about this? I know you got to get your second sip in. Frankie asked if we got a 2024 Coy Hill. We did. Yes, we do. It's right over there in that cabinet. It's right. If I open the door, I would be touching the tip of it right there at the top. So, depending on how the 14-year tastes, I might make sure we leave one clean glass. I might grab that Coy Hill and do a little comparison.
This is a little tart. It makes me feel like I just ate cranberries.
I mean, we are coming off of that 1924.
Yeah,
so
it makes me go like I just had cranberries. Okay, let me make sure I have everyone.
I feel like sometimes I can smell your lip, whatever you put on your lips sometimes.
It's Burt's Bees.
Yeah. So I just had to wipe the glass down. It smells better.
Whatever. It smells delicious.
Not better, I should say. It smells more like whiskey.
Whatever.
That was definitely
backtracking.
That was a definite misspeak.
Sure, sir.
I'll pay for that one later. No. We don't play like that.
Okay.
Joan in for 5 more. And then Brian in for 25. Thank you guys so much. All right. So this will be in the sample pack as well. Yeah, I mean, I don't like the nose as much as 1924, but it smells good.
It does smell good. I think I like the nose a little bit better than I like the way it tastes. It's fine. Like, it is fine. But I think just coming off of 2 pours that I particularly enjoyed, that tasted pretty tart. Again, I likened it to like eating a cranberry.
Okay. Yeah.
What's what? Oh, you're agreeing with me?
I see you on the tartness. Yeah. I know why you're saying that. Whoa, Jim coming in with 50. Thank you so much, man. All right, I see. Let me take one more sip. Let me get acclimated.
No one's saying you can't take another sip. All right, I got you, Jim.
Okay. If you tried the first Barrell Foundation, it was kind of like this. It was like this kind of like fruity, spicy type of thing going on. And this has that as well. What the double barreling is doing here is actually kind of pulling those 2 pieces of the puzzle closer together to me. And it took the second sip for me to really start getting the cohesion.
Okay.
And I do like this. By recollection, we don't have our bottle of Barrell Foundation anymore, Shigalon. But I remember, from what I remember of it, I like this more. The double barreling is giving it a little bit more of like a, oh man, I'm thinking of words that don't quite fit. I'm trying to find the right word that I want to be accurate here. It's giving it a little bit more heft.
Like weight?
Yeah. Because I was going to say like thickness or meatiness, but that's not quite right.
Like the viscosity of the liquid isn't thick, but it feels like there's weight to the drink.
Yeah.
When you're drinking it, like the aftertaste, it's like a weighted blanket.
There's a little bit of a
weighted blanket.
Yeah. It's a little bit of a lower register. Like I don't know all the singing voices or whatever, but like the
bass,
the older one was like all alto and soprano, like just sweet, bright, and had some spice going with that.
Mm-hmm.
This brings in a little bit of more like an alto. I wouldn't call it real bassy. It's not like deep down.
Okay.
But it brings in a little bit more of that. Did I do that right? Can somebody that knows registers tell me if I'm completely...
Matt, where's Claire?
Baritone.
Matt Burns.
Here we go.
Get your wife.
Okay. Baritone.
Yeah.
Yeah, not quite deep bass, but like a little bit more like... Yeah. I like this. I mean... The interesting thing about this being 100 proof versus like something like a Woodford Reserve Double Oaked, which is $60 in our market now, would I drink this over a Woodford Reserve Double Oaked?
What's the proof on Woodford Double Oaked?
90.4.
Oh, okay.
The proof on this kind of wins out a little bit, but like would I drink this over Old Forester 1910? I don't know. That would be a matchup for the pool. We're going to put the old 1924 versus the new 1924 in the blind sample pool. And maybe we'll put this in against 1910.
Okay.
And see.
You just have to remember that you just said that.
Yeah, when it's double blind, we'll have to see if it pops up.
Y'all help him remember.
And what we think about it.
He said he was going to do that.
All right.
I like that.
Good pour.
I do think it got an unfair shake for me trying it after the 1924s because I really liked those a little bit better.
Well,
if I'm being honest.
Yeah. Next up, and this will be in the sample pack, is going to be new to market. I don't even think this is released yet. This is 13th Colony 113 bourbon. It's 113 proof. It's 5 years old.
Checks notes.
Checks notes. Finished with maple wood spirals.
Oh, that sounds promising.
If you have an age statement, which I know this does, you should definitely put it on the bottle. And they did send us this. By the way, on the, like, I hear you. It's like the foundation, the barrel, double barrel, definitely doesn't get a fair shake coming after 1924.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also probably $60, whereas 1924 is 125 or $30.
Yeah, fair.
And goes for 200 or more.
Okay, yeah.
So price wise,
yeah,
we're batting in different leagues.
That makes sense.
All right. This says, to be clear, says distilled in Indiana. The mash bill is that of Green River, but it says distilled in Indiana.
Your mouse is weird.
I told you it's being jumpy,
no,
right?
I did not believe you, but I didn't experience it until just now. Ooh, that was much better than the last time.
All right, we'll share a glass on this one too.
Okay, so I think I'm caught up with the. I would call them super chats, but what are they actually called on Streamlabs?
Just donations.
Okay, the donations.
And they definitely help support the channel here. Also, a lot of you guys do a lot to support and help the channel, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You know, just being here for this live stream helps support the channel. Giving this live stream a thumbs up really helps support the channel.
Yeah.
Watching our videos, commenting on our videos, all the engagement that you guys do makes a huge difference.
Yeah, it truly does.
Our Patreon community basically keeps this ship going. So we cannot,
not basically, literally.
Yeah. We cannot thank our Patreon community enough. It doesn't matter what tier you're on. We really don't even pay attention to that stuff. Each tier has its own benefits and this, that, and the other. But all of that goes into helping out this channel be what it is. And we just appreciate you guys a ton.
Okay. I'm going to say something real quick.
Yeah.
I love 13th Colony.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of 13th Colony, but this on the nose, I haven't tasted it yet. On the nose, smells a little grainy / crafty.
Okay. Well, it's Indiana, so I would assume it's
super in love with that. I don't want it to be that way because I like 13th Colony.
Casey asked, what's the difference with the new 1924? Nothing other than it's just the exact same product released 1 year later, and this does not get talked about enough. And I know
Josh is huge on batch variants.
I know anybody that watches the channel gets probably tired of hearing me say this. You cannot replicate whiskey ever.
Even if you're doing the exact same thing, the exact same ingredients.
You're pulling from different barrels. Everything is going to be different.
The water you're using has changed. The temperatures of one summer are going to be different than the temperatures of another summer. Yep. It will never, ever be exactly the same, even if it's a batch product. And Josh speaks about this a lot in our videos about batch variants. And so that's why we were tasting the new versus the old to kind of see like batch variants. And I feel like that's a very strong batch variants in those two bottles specifically.
Yeah. And you can test this by just buying a bottle of something you like right now and then don't buy it again for like a year and a half and then go buy another bottle of it and taste that same product. Wild Turkey. It doesn't matter if you're talking about Wild Turkey 101 or George T. Stagg. You cannot replicate the flavor profile of whiskey. So it's really important to handle everything on a case-by-case basis, which is one of the reasons why I love single barrels so much, because if you taste a single barrel, it is a very limited product, but all the single barrels from that barrel are going to taste the same. Or if you're dealing with something like a 2025, this doesn't say anywhere on it when it was released, unless there's some indication on the bottle that would tell me. So it says 24 on the bottom, which I would assume this one says 23 on the bottom. It does. So you can hope that if you got one of these with 24 on the bottom in the glass right there, if you can, it's really small. Everything's backwards like this. See that 24 right there? That's 24. You would hope that was
a good show.
You would hope that all the 24 bottles of this taste the same. However, depending on how big the batch is, like all the Elijah Craig barrel proof C923s didn't taste the same. So this could even not taste the same. So whiskey is an ever moving target.
All right.
Which is why we like to highlight that.
Let's get more caught up on chat.
All right, we're going to do that. Emmanuel says, tricky question. If you only had $100 to spend, would you choose 1 premium bottle, 2 quality ones, or 3 budget yet friendly, tasty options? Buffalo Trace, Jack, etc. If Aaron starts getting stinky feet notes, it's because I got to take my socks off.
Why are you taking your socks off?
I'm hot. It's so hot in here.
Yeah, you are. Like a snack.
All right.
I just do that because I know I'll make you uncomfortable.
Emmanuel, what would you do?
I would probably buy 2 $50 bottles.
I would buy
1 bourbon, 1 rye. So I have variation. If that's all I'm ever going to have, I want a little difference.
If I'm only ever going to spend $100 at a time, I would just buy like the whatever cool single barrel I could buy. Those are my favorite products in whiskey. That's what I bought before we started a channel. That's what I've continued to buy over the years. I like single barrels. That's what I would buy. And I would spend as much of that $100 as I had to. And if I had any left over, I might get something else to go along with it.
All right. Go down on chat.
Oh, you are not lying. This has a craftiness to it, a graining.
It didn't come through. The graininess didn't come through on the palate, which I'm thankful for. But you know what also didn't come through on the palate?
What?
Any sweetness. Which was surprising to me. I didn't necessarily dislike it, but I was kind of surprised.
Okay, so it's maple wood spirals.
I was kind of surprised.
Not getting any maple on this. All right. Let's make sure while I'm doing my smelling test. Do you like this?
I do like it.
Do you like the Barrell Foundation double barrel better?
I don't know. Okay. I don't think so. I think I like that a smidgy bit better, but it's pretty close. Okay. Ooh, I'm a little behind. We're behind on the donations.
Get them caught up.
Okay, Jim. I got Jim. Jim was the last one I got. So BD X-Man, Joan of Arc again, Rich Fool.
We'll call them out. Hang on.
Hold on.
No, stop.
I'm going to say the names real quick so you know I got you.
I'm going to call them out when I read what they say.
Okay.
So you're doing duplicate work here.
Okay.
BD X-Man says $25. Thank you so much. Says, love your videos and how down to earth y'all are, classy without the fluff. We try. We try to be discreet. Our metrics for videos are they informative for you guys? Are they entertaining? And are we having fun? And if we can tick all those boxes, we feel like we're doing pretty good. Joan of Arc says, you two are the best. Kapow. Love it. Rich is in for 5, says, I highly recommend you try 1845 Distilling in Texas. So I've seen some of their bottles. So he says 2-1 double gold, no Texas funk. See, I'm dubious about the whole double gold thing. That's a whole nother can of worms. But I have seen 1845 and their bottles do look cool. I'm curious of trying it. Brian says,
I like Brian's comment.
$25 says, big whiskey, no whammies, and Jack. There we go. Jason Zell coming in huge. Cheers, guys. Great samples tonight. Thank you so much, man. $100.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Jason.
Jason's always just coming in here and just dropping the hammer. Thank you so much. Izzo's in for 25, says, love this channel. Have a great stream. We are having a great stream.
Thank you, Izzo.
I always love seeing your name, Izzo.
It's so, the print's so tiny.
I'm
blind. Do you
RT Rascal. RT Rascal in for 10 says, glad you're feeling better, Josh. Coming to Nashville to celebrate my wife's 50th birthday. Love it, man. If you need any recommendations, let us know. We have a whole Nashville guide. Okay. All right. The graininess is kind of disappearing on the nose here to me.
Yeah, it doesn't. The graininess doesn't follow through on the palate, which I'm thankful for. It was just a little bit on the nose at first, so that's good.
All right,
Jay. Did you see Jay's comment?
Aaron gives a Cliff Notes and Josh gives a novel. Yeah, hey, that's what we're here for.
That's our relationship.
Mike Yang says, I'm going to process what I think about this after that first sip and answer Mike here. He says, for Jack Daniel's batch 1 and 2, how much do you think the difference is? I think batch 1, I think this holds true with our double blind tastings that we've done as well. We both loved batch 1. We just liked batch 2. Batch 1 was incredible whiskey, like incredible whiskey. Batch 2 was just good. Like it's good. Batch 2 is what you kind of would expect out of Jack Daniel's. Batch 1 just set the bar so high. Like it's night and day difference.
So what are your thoughts and opinions on what you're drinking?
Okay. Second sip, things got a little more cohesive for me. This is really interesting. Like with the maple wood spirals, it does lean towards that side, like the darker side of sweet, but
I didn't get any sweet.
It is very tempered on the sweetness, though.
Yeah.
It's very tempered on the sweetness. It has like some baking spices there, but they're not super prominent. The thing that's really the most prominent here for me is a woodiness, probably from the age plus the spirals. And like, this is not my favorite 13th Colony product.
That's fair to say. I would agree with that.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not bad, but it's not my favorite of the ones that they've done.
I think if I were going to just sit down and have something to drink, I would probably reach for the Barrell Foundation double-barreled over this.
Okay.
Personally speaking. Now, if you like tempered sweetness with some baking spices and you really appreciate woodiness and a little bit of that like grain note, this is going to be more for you. But I really like what that 1924 was. Like, that's kind of exactly what I like. And I will say the 113 proof point is spot on.
Yeah. Yeah, it does come across nicely at its proof point, and it comes across as its proof point. I would guess it's in the 1-teens.
Man, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This pour, so if anybody watches the channel, you know that we do blind barrels pretty much quarterly. Blind Barrels does quarterly shipments. We do a Blind Barrels quarterly video. This tastes like something that I would get in a Blind Barrels kit, and I would taste it, and I would be like, "Oh, that's good. Like I like that because it tastes good for craft." So maybe this is from somewhere in Indiana that's not MGP, or maybe they just got some off-profile MGP barrels and then did their maple wood spiral stuff in it.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's fine. Like, it's good. It's not bad. It's just it's not like that. That wood forward profile is not the thing I tend to reach for. I tend to want more sweetness to go with it. And I think they were pushing more towards like the maple wood spirals and that wood influence. And it's just not my favorite thing, but it's definitely not bad.
Yeah.
Jay Weisner says, love the 1924, but wish it was sub 100. I wish it was 80.
Don't we all?
I wish it was 80 and available everywhere. That would be amazing. All right. So Laron nailed this. He says, it's not as sweet as other maple whiskeys. You were dead right. And I think when you see maple on it, you suspect that it's going to be more sweet than it is.
But what it is maple wood staves.
Yeah.
It's not maple syrup. But like, my mind automatically thought maple syrup, even though it doesn't say it anywhere. It says maple wood staves. But yeah, it's just like your brain kind of plays tricks on you.
Yeah. All right.
Are we caught up in chat before we do this?
So we got drunk marshmallows in for 25. You got to love that. Which, by the way, our 4-gate pick is at some point it's going to come out. Like, it's distribution issues left and right. Life from the Patio says in for 25, says JD 14. Let's go. Let's go. All right. This is interesting. Troy says, I just looked at my 1924 that I just got a few weekends ago that just came in and has 22 on the bottom of the bottle. So maybe don't even mind that.
Yeah, maybe don't listen to what Josh says.
Yeah, I just...
The glass may be like relation to the glass.
Well, that's a good point because all of Old Forester's bottles, all the Whiskey Row bottles come in this bottle shape. And this is just labels they stick on. So they could just grab a glass from wherever.
Correct.
So forget all that.
Forget what Josh said.
Forget everything I said. Don't listen to me at all. Michael has a great question. Says, so more important. Tell us about your sweater, Aaron.
Well, this is not something I made. This is something I bought from a website. And then the buttons that came on it were like super cheap. So I did change out the buttons. So I sewed on new buttons. But I did not make this sweater.
Hey.
I bought it from a online store.
Bullseye Fowl coming in. Did you two recently trim down? You're looking fit.
Oh, I thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
we're trying to do good. You know, being sick for a combined 7 weeks out of the new year.
You weren't so sick. You stopped. You didn't eat.
I lost my appetite a little bit.
You ate just fine, sir.
Wow, Justin coming in. Hi from Australia. I love your work.
Aw, yay.
Can you do an Australian accent?
I'm not going to do it. That'll be offensive.
Cheers, mate.
Hey. That's one of your better.
I don't know.
That's one of the better times you've done an accent.
Beach Sand Bourbon in saying, my wife and I love doing videos. We just did one tonight and enjoy the fun. That's what it's all about. Like, it's not serious, guys. It's just whiskey. It's just
For
whiskey.
real. Yeah.
All right. I'm definitely like, I'm looking at chats from 8:43 and it's 8:50. So I got to get caught up.
I was trying to tell you to get caught up on the chat.
Agent Oak, thank you so much. I'm going to see, the thing about chat is that you're caught up until you're not. And then you're behind. Then you're way behind.
When you like flap your gums for too long and you don't check chat, you're going to get behind.
That's
so
fair.
You need to like
That's
talk for shorter increments of time, check chat, talk for shorter increments of time, and then check chat.
Well, then we take a drink of something and we got to speak to that. And then you're 5 minutes behind.
Shorten what you say about it. Consolidate.
Laurent says, what I like about, I'm assuming the 13th colony is the price, $45 to $50 range. I like that price point for it. $50, like 45, 50 is a super solid price for that product. 113 proof, that's all perfect. I got no problems with it at that price. I would reach for the double barrel myself over, and I'd pay 10 or $20 more for the double barrel. But there are other 13th colony products that I like more, like the double oaked. So RT Rascal asks, how did JD single barrel batch proofs compare to the JD 10 or 12? We love the single barrel proofs, but haven't been able to score a 10 or 12. That's a great question. The 10-year specifically is way more on profile for JD.
You gotta keep going.
I'm going to. And then the batch 2 of the 12-year was also pretty on profile for JD, except the age still showed up. Whereas those single barrels are more like 6-ish years old, top floor aging. I might need to go blow my nose.
You're all right.
Top floor aging. Very sorry, guys. On the single barrels versus who knows where the older products, they may be lower level to keep the aging in check and not get over oaked. So point being, flavor wise, the JD single barrels they tend to be on profile for Jack. You get a good one that's awesome, heavy vanilla, something like that. You can really, really enjoy that for what it is. That I feel like the 10-year, the 12-year, those are way more like lean into the vanilla, the oak, the older profile. It's hard to get a single barrel that does exactly what they do, but like flavor profile wise, most single barrels are probably like 80% overlap with the 10 and 12 year, except for batch 12 or batch 1 of the 12 year.
We have 30 more minutes to taste the rest of the whiskey we have. So let's start tasting some more whiskey.
All right. I'm seeing all kinds of, there's some sports question. Ernest Peacock is drinking some next month's Budget and Sonic Boom. He's on the NBC train. Caleb, that's a great question.
We're not talking
No
sports.
clue.
We're talking whiskey.
No clue. I'm very curious.
Y'all got me here for whiskey. You don't have me here for sports talk. That's private time.
I am very curious to see what JG is saying. Australia just declared war after I did my accent.
That was one of your better accents. I'm trying to master the Australian near.
Casey,
I can't do it very well, and I'm sorry.
We've tried some JT Mellick picks, Casey. They are good. We would love to do a pick down there. Christian asked if we tried the Wheelhorse cigar batch. I'm working on whiskey. We have not. We're not big on cigar batches.
Yeah.
All right.
I think historically none of them have like blown us away.
Yeah. We got 4-Leaf Whiskey in the house. Good to see you. David Vogelsang is in here chatting it up. Saw David say hey earlier. Eric says first time catching a live stream. Love the content. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining in, man. That Elijah Craig bottle your own is a ton of fun. All right. I'm scrolling. Andrew, we loved the JD Twice Barrel Rye. We loved it. The Heritage Special Release. We did not try the distillery only 107.
Eric just donated $15 to get you to be quiet.
Did he say that?
No, I said it.
All right. I'm scrolling real fast. All right. Mark's in here. Just cracked the last Sonic Boom last night with 3 buddies. They were all happy about that. I was sad. Yeah, I feel that, man.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do the Jack Daniels. Let's go ahead and do that.
Hold on. What else do we have?
Some of our barrel picks.
Okay, yeah.
But before we do the barrel picks, let's do Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
All right. So let's
save the 14 till last.
10, 12, and 14.
Let's just start from the bottom. Now we're here.
Well, I'm going to get them out. So I'll get them poured so we can get some air in these.
Okay. That's a good idea.
All right.
Here. I'll give you some glasses.
10-year. Keep them in order.
Okay.
All right. We know this is like the main attraction. And we're going to do a video on these, I think, tomorrow, like I said. And we're just going to fast track it. It's going to probably be an uncut video. We'll get it out on Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Probably, yeah.
We don't do videos on Wednesday.
I know. It'll be a special release.
Why not just let it be one of our other videos so we can get more bang for our buck?
We have so much content already.
We do. We've recorded a lot. Yeah, luckily, honestly, so we pre-recorded a few things because we have some family in town, and so we had planned on seeing them last weekend and this weekend. But last weekend, Josh got sick, obviously. But because of that, we had pre-recorded several weeks worth of content, and thankfully we did that because you got sick, and we wouldn't have been able to record that whole week you were sick. So it kind of ended up being a blessing in disguise that we did that because we had planned on seeing family, which is a bummer we didn't get to see family last weekend, but we did get to see them this weekend. So that's good.
If you guys can see the color difference here, but this is the 10-year, this is the 10-year, and this is the 14-year. So 14-year is in my left hand on your right side.
Yeah, you can see a little bit.
There's a little bit, but not as much as you would think, to be honest with you. All right, Jack Daniel's 10-year.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
On the nose. That smells like Jack Daniel's.
Smells, yeah.
That smells like, that's, when I get this note on Jack Daniel's, I love it. It's like Nilla wafers in banana pudding.
Okay. Covered in alcohol.
Yeah.
Like smothered in alcohol, because I'm getting, obviously, alcohol. But I can see that underneath all the alcohol fumes.
When you say that, I want to be clear. I'm not getting a lot of ethanol on this. It smells boozy, but it doesn't smell ethanol forward.
It's not like, I don't feel like I just opened a bottle of nail polish remover.
Right.
Like, but there is alcohol there. It's like a boozy banana pudding.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Somebody spiked the banana pudding in the Nilla wafers.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of Nilla wafers in this. There's a very strong and prominent sweet vanilla cream type of note on this that I really love. When I get this note on like a Jack Daniel's single barrel 94 proof, freaking love the bottle. It ain't lasting long. All right, on the palate.
Okay.
Oh man, that's really nice.
That's good.
Now, question for you. This is 10 years.
What's the proof?
90.
Yeah, it feels low proof.
7.
It's good.
97. Question for you.
Okay.
This is 10-year-old Jack Daniel's, and at the top of the stream, we tasted a 10-year-old Old Forester, both Brown-Forman companies. This is 97 proof. That was 100 proof. On memory, do you like this, or do you like the 1924 10-year that we started the stream with?
Oh, that was too long ago. You're going to have to pour me more. I don't remember. So I will say the new...
We got to do that, guys.
Well, hold on. Wait. The new Jack 10 or the older Jack 10? Because the new Jack...
This Jack 10 that we just tasted.
No, I'm sorry. Old Forester.
The new one.
The new one? Probably the new one because it feels higher proof. I like something that feels higher proof than it is. That's something that always impresses me. So because this newer one drinks, to me, higher proof than 100 proof, I'm impressed. And automatically, it gets a bump up in my book.
There's a little bit, this is an Aaron note, but on this new Jack Daniel's 10-year, there's a little bit of like a pull float plastic note on it, on the nose.
I mean, I kind of dig that.
You get that?
Yeah, like a freshly opened one.
Mm-hmm.
When it's like still really prominent.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, this Old Forester is really good on the nose.
Yeah.
It smells like cotton candy in a wooden shed, but like an old one, Like an old wooden shed from like my grandpa's old barn that they just tore down. That kind. So a barn, like a barn.
Very
you know,
barny.
back in like 2012 when everyone was getting married in barns, but like an old one of those.
I think people are still getting married in barns.
It's not as much of a thing anymore.
Wow. We're an hour in. I just looked. We have 262 people in the chat.
Oh my gosh. Hi, guys.
I don't think we've ever had that many people in chat ever, unless it's for our charity live stream in October. That's crazy. Thank you, guys.
I'm not gonna lie, this 1924 smells good.
I tasted the 10-year Jack Daniels, and I thought, that ain't the 1924. And I would not have said that about last year's 1924 release. I am saying that about this year's 1924 release.
So they're both 10 years old?
Yep. And they're both Brown-Forman products, just one from Old Forester, one from Jack Daniels. Let me try this. Oh, man.
I think I like the Old Forester. Like, hold on. I like them both, let's be clear. I think if I had to pick one to drink more of, I would pick the Old Forester tonight.
It's deeper, richer,
but yet sweeter.
Darker, sweeter. This is all bright sweetness.
Okay. Oh, I got Rayleigh.
Rayleigh, we got you for 5. Says, Raymond Layton in North Carolina. Always enjoy your videos. Love the double blind format. Best in the web.
Thanks.
Thank you. Yeah, we definitely picked that niche and ran with it. We really, I mean, it's our favorite way of tasting stuff. Man, yeah, that 1924 is killer, guys. Jack Daniel's 10-year, good.
It's good.
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 I don't know if batch, I'd have to taste them side by side. I don't know if batch 4 is any better than batch 3. It reminds me of what Jack Daniels does with the Jack Daniel's 10-year. So if you like Jack Daniel's 10-year historically, if you've tried it ever before, this is on par. It just so happens that also under the Brown-Forman umbrella, this year's 1924 is incredibly good.
Yeah. Okay.
So
12-year?
12-year. This is 107 proof, so we're stepping it up.
Okay.
Jeff in the house saying, Aaron, wife loves your knitting.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I haven't been knitting a lot lately. I go through phases. I think I want to start knitting it again because I have a sweater that I want really bad, and the only way I can get it is if I make it. So I should make it.
Mr. Mom with a really great point saying, hit the like button. It's free.
It's free.
And if it's so free, it's for me.
All right. On that, cheers.
This smells amazing. This is like the 1924 cranked up.
I'm drinking because I just wanted to drink it.
Rich. This is bringing in like a kind of like a syrupy, molassesy type of like dark sweetness. Probably more in the brown sugar vein than syrup or molasses.
It's definitely. Have you tried it yet?
Dark brown sugar. Okay. No, I love the nose though. I would smell this forever.
I think it is a little bit sweeter on the nose than it is on the palate. That's all I got so far. I need another sip.
Oh man, this smells so good.
This is really good. It's not as sweet as the nose makes it out to be, but it's pretty good.
Oh, guys.
It's got the balance of sweetness and not like it's tempered. What do you call it? Tempered sweetness. It's pretty balanced in that way. I like that.
This is like a throwback to the first batch of Jack Daniel's 12-year. This is really good. This is super, super, super good.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Dark,
but do you
rich,
see what I'm saying on the
oaky,
nose? How
sweet,
it's a little bit more sweet on the nose.
Oh,
but
man.
not disappointingly unsweet when you taste it. It's got that sweetness there, but it's not as present on the palate.
Oh man, guys. Look, Jack 10, awesome, good, great pour. If I ran across a bottle and it was MSRP, I'd buy it to share it with friends and everything like that. I will actively be looking for a bottle of 12-year. This batch 3 12-year is markedly better than batch 2 to memory and way more in line with batch 1. Does this just feel like a proofier version of that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me try it.
Yeah. It does.
We're keep circling back to the new 1924 release. You want to smell this? I said it had like a little King of Kentucky essence. Mm-hmm. King Kentucky, I kind of get like a rum type of note on the nose.
Interesting.
I get that on this 1924.
Probably my lip gloss or my chapstick.
It's not.
Burt's Bees pomegranate. It's the best. It's slightly tinted.
Oh my goodness, y'all.
I think this is just like an amped up version of the 1924, even though it's not. It gives me that impression.
Oh man, y'all. The bear. 12 years so good.
Before you get too into it, do we want to real quick say what the giveaway is?
Yeah, I will say that. And it's going to happen in 20 minutes. We'll do it 9:25 wrap stream.
9:20 is what you told me.
We got some pours to go through.
Okay, 9:25.
9:25
is the giveaway. So 9:25 Central Time. So 20 minutes.
9:04 here. So 21 minutes. Yeah, super chats are turned off. Tim Lewis. YouTube takes 30% of all super chats, and then Apple or Google takes another 30% out of that.
So
look, it's not about us making money. Like, we actually have people get mad at us for giving them so much money. It's like, hey, if we're gonna super chat you, we want it to go to you, not 52%. It ends up being 52% goes to YouTube and Apple or Google.
So all that to say, there's a link in the description below to another platform where you can donate super chats. It's not called super chats, but it's the same thing.
All right. Here's the synopsis so far. 10-year, exactly what I expected. Good pour. 12-year, I had hoped it would be, I'd never thought it would be close to batch 1, but I'd hoped it would be better than batch 2. It is way better than I expected.
That's good. It's positive.
Great. It's the best thing we've tasted all night, to me.
Okay. Yeah, I would say that.
All right.
I could get on board with that.
And it's not close to me. It's not close.
It's close for me, but that's because I'm less picky than you, I think.
All right. Here we go. Jack Daniel's 14-year. 100.
Are you nervous?
126.3 proof. I have really high hopes. I want it to be good. Cheers, y'all.
Ooh.
Oh, that's interesting.
What? What are you getting? Oh, the 12-year coming off of the nose of the 14-year, the 12-year in comparison smells kind of floral. Only in comparison to the 14. That's the only time I got that.
I'm not getting it.
I got it. Like roses.
This is the 14-year is like, it's woody.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I got fluffy.
I'm getting that, but it's like fluffy. It's like fluffy wood. It's All
right. Moving on.
It's kind of crazy. The picture it's putting in my head is like a blondie brownie.
Oh, interesting.
But in a rick house.
Okay.
Yeah, it smells like if you have like a blondie brownie or something like that type of dessertiness.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not heavy like a brownie. It's not because blonde brownies are a little lighter than that.
Okay.
It has a fluffiness
too long.
to
I want
it.
to drink it. Can we drink it?
It's very desserty. It does not smell like Jack Daniel's. It smells really like sweet, woody, oaky.
It does smell sweet.
With like a darkness.
It does smell dark, which I'm kind of excited about. I hope it tastes as dark as it smells, honestly.
Let's get it on the palate.
Okay. Oh. Yeah. I need another sip. Hold on.
I'm going to need another sip too.
This is really nerve-wracking doing this in front of people. Ooh, it is woody.
She got a big finish.
Yeah. This is good. There's layers to it. Like it's complex. Like it's dry.
Yep.
But not drying. But then kind of also drying at the end. So it's like, do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Can you help me explain it better?
Like, you could knock the 12-year for being a little drying.
Mm-hmm.
If it's heavy drying, that's not good. 12-year, a little drying. This, a lot more drying and dry.
But but
it's still really good.
There's a concentration of flavor there.
Big time.
And a depth there that counteracts the dryingness. So you're almost like, it's not that drying because there's so much other good stuff.
There's a lot of stuff going on here.
Yeah.
It is real woody. Real woody. It's got big spice. There's so much barrel influence.
Big spice, I don't think is correct. It has spice, but it's not offensive, and it's honestly soft spice on the palate, like or on the finish.
Yeah.
The big spice is more like while you're drinking it, but then on the finish, the spice kind of is like soft spice.
Yeah, it does land soft. You're getting, I mean, it's 126 proof. That comes through. Most of that comes through, I'd say. John, it's 126.3. Yeah. That's crazy. That's a hard to describe pour.
Yeah, it is.
I will say this. Here's what I will say, having tasted all three now. The 12-year surprised me the most of the three.
Okay.
And the 14-year was not what I expected.
What did you expect?
I don't know what I expected, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I didn't know I was showing up for a pop quiz. I know you're going to ask such hard-hitting journalistic questions.
You said a statement, and so I was just asking for clarification on your statement.
So Nashville Mac asked for comparisons, and then Frankie said Coy Hill next. I think what I was expecting was like an oakier version of Coy Hill. And what this reminds me of is it reminds me of some of the woodiness that like the Hazmat Coy Hills had, which we were very fortunate to try quite a lot of those. I think I'm double digits in Hazmat Coy Hill tasting
Not
barrels.
owned, but tried.
Not owned, just tried.
Yeah.
Owned 3. Mm-hmm. Have tried quite a bit more than that, probably a dozen or more.
Ooh, Paula, I see you.
Paula, thank you so much.
Well, it's whiskey. I can't type.
And we got Ernest in for 15. $5 for each JD sample. Everything else is just a bonus. There you go. I think I expected the 14-year to just be like, it's not as sweet as Coy Hill, I don't think. Like even the 2024 version, it's a little bit more in like the woody, rickhouse barrel influence, char heaviness. That's crazy. Yeah, I'll go get Coy Hill real quick. 2024.
Well, we have.
I know.
So little time and so much whiskey to drink, you've got to hurry up.
After this, it's just barrel picks. We want to talk about those for people. All right.
Okay, well, you know the time? You see the clock?
I do see the time.
Okay.
All right, so this is 120. This is Coy Hill 2024, 127.7 proof. So we're within a proof and a half. About, yeah, that maths. We're within a proof and a half. All right. 2024 Coy Hill versus the 14-year.
Okay.
You tell the people which one you like better.
Okay.
And there's not a wrong answer. So Mike asked, how does the 12 and the 14 compare?
They're different.
I think the 12 is sweeter. I think I might like the 12 more, y'all.
Oh, this is.
I think I might.
Stings the nostrils.
I might like the 12 more than the 14. I like them both.
12, I think, is like.
12 is like kind of a sweet spot.
Really, 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 really good Jack Daniels. What you expect from Jack Daniels. I think the 14 isn't the classic middle, like down the middle of the road Jack Daniels flavor profile. Am I okay in saying that?
I'm smelling them both right now. 12-year is like the biggest dose of dark brown sugar. That's the predominant sweetness in the 12-year. The 14-year is like, there's some twang on that thing. Like it's got a. I
mean, I just had some Coy Hill.
It's got a certain
twang on that too.
It's got a certain je ne sais quoi that like is a little different. It's a little different. It's expect heavy barrel influence on 14. 12 comes through sweeter.
Oh, maybe I drank it wrong. But the 14-year kind of like felt like
you get a little weird about. This is something I've noticed. You get a little weird about like whiskey goes up your nose like chlorine or something.
Yeah, it just did that.
I don't know how that happens.
I think it's like the way I drink.
But you can't hold that against the whiskey.
I know I can't.
You gotta take more drinks.
I can't hold it against the whiskey, and I don't. But I think like I gotta not do that. But I don't know how not to do that. I think I just drink weird. I need someone to help me drink right.
Drink better.
I try. It's hard.
Jeff says, love the channel and the format. Keep them coming. We will. We definitely will.
I totally missed the whole conversation. These are similar proof points?
Yeah, very close.
Okay.
Within a proof and a half. Wow. I almost think the 14-year smells and tastes older than 14 years.
Okay, tonight, the Coy Hill is hitting me a little like softer than the 14-year. The 14-year comes across a little more harsh in comparison to that specific Coy Hill.
All right.
Sorry.
So which one do you like more?
I think I might like the Coy Hill more. But I think I'm with you. I think I like the 12-year. Out of the three of these, the 12-year just hits right. Like it's everything you would want in a pour, if I'm being honest.
All right.
It's getting warm in here.
Coy Hill. It's been warm in here, girl. What are you talking about?
I've not been hot until recently. It's getting hot in here. I am getting so hot.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Thoughts?
Coy Hill is Coy Hillin'.
It's good though.
Coy Hill is Coy Hillin' all in my mouth right now.
Oh my gosh, Josh.
All over.
You gotta.
It's on the roof of my mouth. It's in the cheeks. It's
my mama might be watching this.
Soaking into my tongue. It's just everywhere. It's doing everything. Coy Hill's taking over. Oh.
I need more agua. Have you been hydrating?
Mm-hmm.
Where's Kate Davidson to remind you to hydrate when we need her?
Oh, wow. Second Coy Hill sip. 2 sips, guys. We always say this.
You need a second first sip, always. Because the first actual, literal first sip is an acclimation sip. Then the second first sip, you can actually taste it. It's like second breakfast. The first breakfast just gets you warmed up for the second breakfast, right?
All right. Frankie is saying Coy Hill first, 12-year second, 14-year third, 10-year fourth. Maybe. Hey, by the way.
Honestly, I think for me that's an accurate statement. Are you looking at the card?
Is that a F82 M2 in Alpine White? That's nice.
Oh my gosh.
If so.
Oh yeah, Mr. Mom, I can take my socks off. That's true. You know what? I think I will. Good idea. Because Josh did it. I can too. Ow. My socks. So I have the socks that I'm currently wearing are socks for children.
F87.
They're a little tight.
What's F82?
Because I have a very small foot, so I can wear child size 4. And these are socks for little girls.
F87.
But they're a little tight.
Nice car. I was looking at those for a minute.
I have abnormally small feet.
All right. Okay. This is crazy.
So I agree with the order that he just put, that Frankie just put.
Maybe I'm just trying to rush or whatever. Like the 12-year is still really good. It's kind of getting washed out a little bit by the proof of the other ones.
Yeah, for sure. It's not as proofy, and that shows through for sure.
That's it. So the F80 is the M3, the F82 is the M4, and then the F87 is the M2.
All right. So
I was looking at M2 comp.
Math.
But I didn't get one because I'm broke.
19.
And I drive a 2011 Nissan Rogue with 187,000 miles on it.
7 minutes till the giveaway for the live stream. Cry me a river.
All right. Here's what I'm going to say. Flavor profile wise, Coy Hill takes it for me.
Yeah, Coy Hill is pretty good. That wasn't even officially part of this.
No. If you've tasted Coy Hill before, in the 2024, this is a single barrel, or they're all single barrels. If you've tasted it Coy Hill before, there is a barrel charry note on the hazmat Coy Hills as well as the 2024 Coy Hills. There's a barrel charry note. That is the predominant flavor in the 14-year. Is that flavor.
Okay.
Dark barrel influence, heavy barrel influence. The 12-year is a little bit more of the sweetness. So tonight I am going to say Coy Hill first. And it's really a toss-up between the 14 and the 12. I probably would lean 14. I think it's a little bit more interesting. And I think that's the bourbon nerd in me. I
Okay.
do think that is the whiskey nerd in me.
I just like things that taste good.
If I'm going strictly off, like, I want to sit down and have a drink of this, I probably would put the 12 over the 14.
Okay.
Just this specific batch. But the 14 is just so cool. It's hard not to put it, like, mark it up a little bit for that. And then 1924, and then 10-year Jack, and then the double Barrell Foundation, and then the 13th colony.
Okay, we have about 11 minutes.
Right.
Let's talk about our barrel picks while got 6 minutes left on the live stream or for the giveaway. Oh, we missed super chats. Okay, Mark and Jeff, I got you.
Got you guys. Thank you so much. Mark coming in with 25 saying, let's go. And then Jeff coming in. Jeff F coming in with a great job. 10. Thank you so much. Yeah. And Mark is saying JD12 just kicks. It's one of the ones to have if the budget is tight and you're looking for splurge for something special. More so than Koi, one old guy's opinion. Yeah. I mean, there is a world out there that 100%, probably a large contingent of people that would prefer Jack Daniel's 12-year to Coy Hill or the 14.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think the 14, hot take, I think of those three that we just tried, I think the 14 is, for a whiskey nerd, the most interesting of those three pours.
Okay.
Probably the most polarizing. I think you could give people those blind.
Yeah.
And I think generally people would like the 10-year. I think a lot of people would love the 12-year.
Okay.
I think the 14-year will divide people.
Would have I love it or hate it.
I really like it. But it's almost like I need a bottle. I need to figure this thing out. So if you can help me get a bottle,
oh my gosh,
let me know.
Oh my gosh, shameless plug.
Dude, it's crazy. It's like, I don't even know what it is. Like, what is that? What flavors are in that?
I don't know. Do you want to talk about some other
dark,
whiskey?
rich, crazy? All right. Let's get into, we're going to do some barrel picks. We're just going to run through these mainly because most of our barrel picks sell out day one, if not, right away.
Not all,
but most of them sell out within a few hours, within the tiers. Some of them even sell out in the $12 tier. We happen to have some barrel picks that are hanging around, and we have some barrel picks that are coming out that are awesome. So I want to go through these and talk about them a little bit.
Okay. Can you refresh that? Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
And I'll post these in the chat as we go. So first up,
JL Cook, I got you.
JL Cook in with 5. Thank you so much. All right. First up is going to be this one, which is an old Ezra 7-year pick, which I've no old Ezra 7-year Ryes out there, and it's a great bottle. I don't think I've ever seen a pick of it, but we have a pick of it because we did one with the Shared Pour Partners event this last summer. 114 proof, 7-year Kentucky Rye, and this bottle slaps. It's very good. I don't know what else to tell you. So we can share some glasses.
I don't think I've had this because
You've had it once.
I wasn't part of this pick because I had to stay home because someone has to watch the kiddo.
This is Sharp Stuff in for 15. Greetings from Manchester, Tennessee. Hey, I drive through Manchester every single workday.
Oh, this smells good.
I know. It's really good. I can't believe it's still available.
It smells sweet and kind of like peachy.
I don't get that off of it. This is $84.99 on Shared Pour right now. Now, we do have other picks that we're going to taste that are available on Shared Pour as well. We got 3 picks we're going to taste that are available on Shared Pour.
Oh, this is good.
I know. It's really freaking good.
What's the proof?
114.
Doesn't taste like that. It tastes lower.
7-year rye.
It like the spice is there's baking spices there, but it's not spicy.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It's the crazy thing to me is like it. So I'm looking, it's distilled and aged in Indiana, bottled for Luxro Distillers, Bardstown, Kentucky. So Luxro and MGP have a relationship. They're owned by the same parent company. It doesn't this is MGP rye. It doesn't taste like MGP rye. It tastes like Kentucky rye.
Yeah. Okay. Real quick. We have 1 more minute till the giveaway's cut off.
Oh,
Let's
man.
refresh.
All right. If you ain't got it in by now, you better get it in.
That's what she said.
Sharp stuff in. See, I said I drive through Manchester every day. I do. Drive through Manchester every day. Frankie says, I've never seen Ezra 7 pick ever. Exactly. Can't believe this thing's sitting.
Well, to be fair, this was a pick that was done with a bunch of other whiskey channels.
It was. And maybe. But all our palates combined, and we tasted multiple samples.
Yeah.
And I think this was, some of the ones were like, okay, this pick or like that barrel or that barrel, those are both pretty good. Like we could go either way.
Yeah.
Does anybody feel strongly?
But
whatever.
This was one that everyone was like,
yeah, oh, this is a slam dunk.
Yeah.
This barrel is killer.
All right.
I mean, on the nose, coming off of Coy Hill and Jack Daniel's 14 and 12 year, on the nose, there is a like a winter mint type of thing going here, but there's like also just a ton of like sweetness, brown sugar. It kind of smells like Pikesville-esque, but way better.
Lisa.
Yes.
The giveaway's cut off.
Giveaway's cut off.
Okay, I'm gonna randomize names. You can keep talking.
Refreshing. I gotta know how many entries you have. Oh, you'll let me know in a minute.
I will let you know in a minute when I actually do it. Okay. Sharp stuff.
Man.
I got you. That's the last one. Cool.
Oh, so this is like winter mint freshness, like cooling sensation.
Okay.
And then like
let me do the
you get like the Kentucky rye stuff, like the brown sugar, the caramel. Oh man.
Copy. All right. Values only.
Oh my goodness. The brown sugar and caramel on this thing is stupid.
Oh, and then you randomize.
Oh, the brown sugar and caramel on this is so good. You know what's crazy is we're trying this after trying Coy Hill and Jack Daniel's 12 and 14 year and 10 year. And this is good. This is good whiskey. This is really good whiskey.
Yeah. Where's randomized range?
There we
go. Okay.
So real quick, full disclosure and transparency. We like transparency around here. Aaron takes all the names that donated, and then that gets plugged into this worksheet
this
thing.
Spreadsheet that Whiskey Mountains made. We
Yes.
cannot take credit for the spreadsheet. It's an amazing spreadsheet that Whiskey
Yes.
Mountains made.
So then it doesn't matter if you're first or last, all those get randomized. So it doesn't matter when you donate, everything gets randomized, and then that's a list. And then we're going to randomize based on how many entries there were. So we're like triple random because she's randomizing the list, or I guess double random. You're randomizing the list,
Yeah.
and then I'm randomizing the count.
160.
So 160.
0 to 160.
Oh, nope. I gotta close the app now.
Yeah, Doran, but if you're not first, you're last. Said the great philosopher, Ricky Bobby.
All right. So as you guys can see, 1 to 160. Number 6.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You love to see it. You love to see a low number, a high number.
Brian H. 7787.
Brian H. Hit us up. stuffandwhiskey@gmail.com. Let us know
you will be getting samples of everything we have tried tonight and everything we will be trying.
Can you go back to that tab? Okay. We're going to draw another name too.
Okay.
So Brian H. is getting everything. We're going to draw another name.
Okay.
Because you guys showed up and showed out tonight, showed huge support for us.
Yeah.
We greatly appreciate that. And I will pack up more samples. It may not include the Jack samples.
No, we know it needs.
But it will include.
We will try.
It will include the 1924 sample, and it will include some of our picks. And I'll, if I got to throw some other cool stuff in there, I will.
Okay.
You guys really showed up and showed out and really supported tonight. So we're gonna
draw.
We're gonna draw another name.
Okay.
So Brian will have the Jack samples for sure.
And then the second one, May.
150.
150. Okay.
Oh, so we went from like top of the list near bottom of the list.
150 is Jason
Jason Zell. Okay, Jason. I got some stuff to send you, man. So congratulations, guys. Thank you guys for being a part of this. Email us, stuffandwhiskey@gmail.com. Let us know.
Yep.
Brian, you love to see it. Brian saying, "Oh snap!" Yeah. I know I got your email. I know I got your address. All that stuff. Email me. Just keep me accountable.
Yeah, it helps the to-do list. So if Jason too, if you can email Josh, that would help. Just keep his to-do list in order. No, I want to chase some of our other barrel picks.
This Ezra Rye is fantastic.
It's good. I forgot it was a rye. I felt like it was a bourbon.
It's very much a bourbon drinker's rye.
I forgot it was a rye.
It is very much a bourbon drinker's rye. The only clue is like that winter mint sensation, the cooling sensation on the nose.
It's so hot in here.
I've been saying that the whole stream.
Can I get that fan and bring it over?
No. Look, the winter mint sensation on the nose, and then a little bit of that winter mint sensation on the finish, but there's no heavy mint. There's no herbality, herbaceousness, herbalism.
Oh my gosh.
Herbitude.
I'm just gonna let you keep going, man.
I'm out. That was it. I tried 4 different avenues. I hit herbs 4 different ways. This doesn't have any of that.
Okay.
It's brown sugar, caramel. This is like, honestly, if you're looking for a rye, if you're like, I'm really a bourbon guy and I've tried some ryes and I like them, but I've tried some ryes and they suck. What would be a good rye for me to try? This.
Or
this?
There's another one that's coming up that's pretty sweet.
No. We do. This is the most Kentucky. This is Indiana whiskey. Mm. This is the most Kentucky rye tasting rye that we've probably ever picked.
That's not from Kentucky.
But it's not from Kentucky.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. All right, let's rifle through a couple more of these. Jason asked if it's the next Castle Strength. Man, I had to try. I think I like the Hard Truth better. That's just such a crazy special barrel, that Hard Truth.
That was subpar.
Yeah, sorry guys. I get nervous when people are watching, and sometimes.
Also, I want you to be aware of the time.
Yes, we're gonna rifle through these last few real quick.
Okay.
So we have a Blue Note jute joint available. I'll post that in the chat, and let's try it. So Mike says, Josh, the rye guy tonight. I've been the rye guy for 2024, like 2024.
I think 2024 is when you switched over. You're like, you can no longer claim to be anti-rye.
No, it's just ryes are too good. Good ryes are too good.
Good ryes are too good to like be a hater.
All right, it is 9:32. Erin said she was getting up at 9:30 and walking offset.
That was a false.
JG said Josh has cork anxiety. I do. I just don't like when people are watching. Dwight's here, says hello, y'all. How's it going? Going great here. Drinking lots of good whiskey. Hope you're doing well. All right, so the old Ezra Rye, $85. I stamp that. That is easy.
It's good. It's good.
Worth every penny.
I don't remember having had that before, but I like it.
It's so good. And my favorite thing about it is like it is to me a considerably better version of Pikesville. Mm. Like if you've tried Pikesville and you're like, this is one of the best $50, $60 bottles I've ever tried, get the old Ezra. It's so good. Wow, Troy White's here from Australia too. Cheers, mate. Was that more British or was that Australian?
I feel like that was Australian.
I don't do accents.
Get nervous.
Erin does accents.
I get nervous about saying what's a real Australian accent in the presence of real Australians. Because I don't know.
Fair.
I'm a dumb American. I don't know anything.
All fair. Let me see if I can add. I'm going to try to add these stickers real quick. What do you think about our Blue Note pick?
What's the name of this?
This is the Blue Note bar. Dark. Blue Note bar, dark.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because our first Blue Note pick, which was the first barrel pick we ever did.
No.
Yes, that was the very first barrel pick we ever did. We did it with Jason and Scott from Mash and Journey. Where in the world are my things at? Where's my...
I don't know.
Oh, they're on the other computer.
Love, it's okay. Love,
no, stop. I'm fine. We're good.
Please don't tell me to stop.
No, I'm looking for files right quick. Maybe I can find them on. I know I can find them on Patreon. Go ahead. What do you think about our Blue Note pick?
It's good.
Good. Nah.
I honestly like the old Ezra a little better. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, probably. But also, old Ezra, $85. This, $58.99.
The price is pretty good.
The price is great. price is silly good on this one.
Okay.
Also, surprise, surprise, Aaron likes a rye more than a bourbon.
I have to say something, and I don't want to say it because it's our pick, but we are all about honesty.
We are.
This is giving me kind of weeder vibes right now tonight.
Nah, you crazy. Girl, you crazy.
I might be, but I just have to tell you where I'm at.
Do you what how in what way do you get that?
I don't know, there's a little funkiness.
Okay. I'm glad you brought that up. All Blue Note picks to me have a funkiness to them.
Okay.
And
when I get that funkiness, I just think weeder.
Yeah.
So that's why I said that.
That's actually a great point. So for me, Blue Note picks, and I'd be curious to hear what you guys think in chat. Every Blue Note pick I've ever tried has a funkiness to it.
Mm-hmm.
The good Blue Note picks use that as a leverage point for like really good and interesting pours that are enjoyable.
And I think,
and the worst Blue Note picks, it's like, oh shoot, I didn't mean to put that up on screen. Or like it's like downright off-putting.
Okay, so I will say the funkiness is more so on the nose. The palate, it's still there, but it's more prevalent on the nose. I didn't get it as much on the palate.
Yeah.
But I do think I like the old Ezra a little better than this, if I'm being honest.
Oh, I'm getting like a cooling sensation on this thing. All right. Man, it just, like we put notes on here. Sweet, sugary, yay. That was one of your notes on this, was just yay.
Yay.
Amber honey, spun caramel, coating palate, dark cherries, fudgy, vanilla, sweet oak.
Yeah, I can see all that, but there's like a funkiness to it. I think also coming off of the heels of everything else we've tried tonight, it stood out. The funkiness stood out more than maybe it would have if that was the only thing I'd had tonight.
Matt said the first Blue Note pick was a Baby Ruth. The new one is a chocolate payday. I like that.
That's a good analogy.
Although I'm not really getting a ton of nuttiness. All right, so I did see that Gas VA 911 earlier did say the 911 was in reference to a 911. I need 911 details, Gas VA.
Email us at stuffandwhiskey@gmail.com.
Post them in chat. I want to know, like, what do you got? What are you holding on to? 964, 993, 996,
Please don't
997.
make this a car talk. Let's do this offline. You can do that offline.
991.
You can do that offline.
Sure. Let me know what you're working with.
Email and do it offline, please. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Jeff said, Josh, hope you drink a pre-alcohol tonight. Oh, hey, they're never far. Jeff, they're never far. We got
not one, but two boxes of Z-Biotics on standby.
Not one. Ha, ha, ha. Two. Ha, ha, ha.
All right, count.
That was the best impression
that you've ever done in your life, and all you have to do is count and laugh.
Oh, Frankie says 997 now sold the F87. 997.1 or .2?
Stop.
I'm looking for .1.
Stop. Please. Joshua, I have been a good wife and I'm staying later than I said I would. So let's not talk about cars and let's drink the whiskey. All right.
I do agree with you. I think that Ezra, granted, there's like a literal almost 1.5x price.
Yeah, I mean, there's a price difference
between the two.
If we're going on taste alone, taste preferences alone, price is not a factor. I would pick the old Ezra. This is good, but it does have a funkiness to it.
I'm not getting your funkiness, but I do think it's wild tasting the old Ezra and then this, because the old Ezra tastes like a bourbon.
It does. It absolutely.
We're drinking. This is a bourbon, and the old Ezra tastes more like a bourbon.
This is a bourbon that tastes like a weeder, and that was a rye that tastes like a bourbon.
No.
Yep. I speak the truth.
All right, hang on. I got to comment on this. That's amazing, man. That's amazing. I love that. And then Frankie's in with a 997.1 C to it. That's what I'm looking at. I want one of those.
Michael has a good question.
Michael has a great question. Can you answer that?
Sock weight yarn.
Okay. That's way too obvious. There's not like a grams measurement on this or whatever.
Also fingering weight. That's what it's called. Fingering weight yarn or sock weight yarn. Those are the two thinnest yarns.
Well, it was fun while the stream was monetized, y'all.
I'm just letting you know that's what it's called.
All right, the Blue Note pick to me, it's like dark honey.
Okay.
I get so much honey on it. I get there's that chocolatey note too. So it's like dark honey, chocolate.
Yeah.
Fudginess. There's a little bit of that like cherry. I know Zach Anderson was on the pick.
Fudginess on that.
Zach Anderson was on the pick, and he said he got like a little bit of a banana. And he also, this is interesting. I'm glad we're tasting this on the Jack Daniel's stream because Zach said that he got a little bit of that like Jack 10-12 barrel char kind of like note on it. And I don't disagree.
So you do agree.
Correct.
So the double negative is very confusing.
No, I don't disagree. It's good. Like there's like that little bit of chariness in there that I really, really, really like. So I love that. I love this Blue Note pick. I mean, you can see the sticker on the back, Blue Note bar. It's like a little old timey sticker, Blue Note bar dark, and that chocolate and fudgy kind of barrel char is where we came up with the name. It just happens to have those honey notes in there as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that. Quickly, we will try the Dark Arts. There's some available here. Real quick, answering questions. Eric says, what's the proof on the old Ezra? It's 114, 7-year, 114 proof. And it's cut to 114. That's not cask strength. Mike asks, how can I order your bottle picks? We're posting links in chat as we taste them. And they're through Shared Pour. And they don't deliver everywhere, but if they deliver to you, then you can get them.
Okay, so this one has not come out yet.
This one's out.
Yeah. Oh, it is?
And we have bottles available.
Oh, it is out?
Which is crazy because I need someone else to buy the rest of these so I can stop buying them. I love this bottle. Now, it is an expensive bottle. It's $89.99. It's up there. It's a 8-year MGP bourbon finished in Madeira casks.
This one's real good. I've had this plenty of times.
This
is tasty.
Straight bourbon whiskey finished in Madeira cask, 8 years old, MGP, 113 proof.
It gives me some stinky feet eraser vibes. I love it.
If you don't know, now you know. Dark Arts is a finishing house, essentially. Absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait. So, sorry, I highlighted Brad. Said, how about trucks with big 6.2 liter V8s in them? I like a good V8 myself. I had plenty of V8s in my life. More American muscle than trucks, but yeah.
Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm going to get up and leave. If we keep
hang
talking
on,
about cars. I swear, I kid you not. If we talk about cars, I'm out.
Hey, the people love it. Also, Bill says, don't disagree is a double negative.
Yes, that's exactly what I said. Hello, I am a writer by trade.
I know. I'm just saying, I'm showing you Bill's on your side.
Yes, thank you, Bill, because he knows I'm right.
I know.
Because he's also smart, because he's a smart man.
Frankie, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Jeff, I am not, but it was always the poster on the wall as a kid.
He will be one day.
It's a dream.
If he has anything to say about it.
It is a dream, and I am working like a dog to make that dream come true. So we shall see.
This smells really good.
Oh, Jay, the 911 Dakar. Oh, so cool. I love that thing. All right.
Okay. Now we have about one more car coming in me, and I'm out. I'm just going to leave. You think I'm kidding? I'm not.
2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up.
Okay, that's it.
No. I didn't even comment on anything. You don't even know what I'm talking about. What do you think about the Dark Arts pick?
This is very good. I mean, I've had this so much recently. It's so good.
Well, I wouldn't like to comment.
We've had so much of
I don't know if you can see the fill level on this bottle,
we like this one.
It's a problem. This bottle's a freaking problem, and I need it. I literally need anybody watching this to go buy one so that I can stop buying them. Also, don't do that so that I can buy more of them.
No, buy him because he can't afford to buy anymore. He's already spent all his money. All of our money. And his fun money. This is good.
We'll find it. We'll find more.
There's something on the finish I'm getting this time that I haven't gotten before.
Jeff, the answer is just yes.
Is it like a Christmas spice?
Then it does have spice on the back end.
Yeah, on the back end finish.
That's what balances out all the crazy sweetness.
But it's also kind of
I
like
like 997s.
like clove-like.
Yeah.
That's good. I like
it. To me, this is like crazy sweet up front, and then it transitions into like spices and baking spices on the back end. Oh, dude! As this sits open and gets more air in it, so when I first smelled it, or like the first half of the bottle has been just you're getting absolutely slapped in the face with pure maple syrup, and then everything else is underneath that. Right now, it's not that.
Yeah, it's kind of like the maple syrup has like been tempered, and there's more of the
it's more
spices, like the baking spices, not spicy, but spices.
Some of that. There's a little bit of like almost like rotting fruit, like borderline rotting, like where at that point where like
overripened.
The sugars.
How about you say overripened?
Overripened. Yeah.
Let's put a marketing spin on that. It's overripened fruit.
It's like you're getting like this like brown sugar woodiness. You're getting this overripened fruit. Dark, like
y'all, this tastes like rotting fruit.
Purple overripened fruit. Purple. Just that purple stuff. Oh man. And look, this is not a cigar batch, but this could be easily. You could just slap cigar batch on this cigar single barrel, cigar batch single barrel, whatever. Agent Oak, you're my dream. That's my dream.
I would not be a part of that channel, so have fun, y'all. It would be whiskey and Porsches because stuff would be gone. Hey, love, we have more to taste.
I know. It's just so good.
16 minutes past when you told me we would be done.
I know. And this is for me as much as anybody. I love this. Okay. Get some backup in the chat. Nick says, Dark Arts is like chocolate-covered cherries with maple syrup, raisins, dates, and a nice char.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. I like the
raisins and dates.
Actually, when you say chocolate-covered cherries, when I was a kid and I had a Nintendo and we would get Nintendo games for Christmas, like me and my cousin, we'd get these Nintendo games. And I remember we used to also get a lot of like chocolate-covered cherries for whatever reason. And I would play Rygar. If you guys remember Rygar. Crazy hard game, but we would just pound chocolate covered cherries and play Rygar.
That's such a bizarre
combination. And it was so good, and I love the chocolate covered cherry notes on this, but you have to add in the dates because there's a very specific dates type of note, like that dark purple fruity kind of like crazy twist on it.
Tupelo Runner wants to know what that bottle of Dark Arts is.
It's our barrel pick.
It's a Madeira finished barrel pick, and Josh just put the link.
Yeah. Izzo, I never beat Rygar. That game worked.
Oh, he beat it. I don't even know what that game is, but that somebody actually beats a game.
Okay.
Like, kudos to you.
What I love doing, so the old NES days were the best days, by the way. I don't want my video games to look real. I want my video games to look 8-bit.
Yeah, they need to be fake.
At most 16-bit or 64-bit. Period. That's it. N64 was the threshold cutoff. Games got too real. I want escapism.
That's why I watch TV, is to escape. I don't want my TV to be realistic. I want it to always have a happy ending.
Oh, I love the escapism of it all. Like the last game I played that I really loved was Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. And I think that was N64. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Was that Dreamcast? Dreamcast was Sega. What was Ocarina of Time on? Sega. That was a great game. After that, I was out of video games. I got too much going on. I don't have time for video games. Okay, so I love that Jeff Frank and Jeff F have a little conversation going here.
Yeah, they can have it.
New conundrum. Hang on.
Hey, let them have their conversation. You can join later.
Can I just quickly answer this? 997.
Do what you want. You're gonna do it anyway.
I'm not a .2 guy. I'm a .1 guy. I don't want the direct fuel injection. Give me the raw. I like the balance.
Said it's N64. Matt Burns said it's N64.
Okay, that's it. Ocarina of Time, and we're done.
Aw, Desiree, thank you. Go Yarn. I gotta get some love for Aaron. Thank you. It's fine. Guys. He just talks about cars a lot, and like I
People love it though.
I know, but like
it's not about me. It's about them.
But there are other people in the chat who have admittedly said that they don't like cars. Like, this is not a car YouTuber. Like, you can talk about cars. Like, email each other. Like, talk on Discord. If you guys are in Patreon, talk on Discord about cars. That's fine. It's boring to me, and I will fall asleep.
Cars are a thing of beauty.
No, they're beautiful, and I love my car, but I'm not going to talk about it. But that's fine. To each their own. And I don't fault anyone for wanting to talk about it. Just not tonight.
All right. So, as a heads up for everybody, we've posted links to the last 3 barrel picks that we just tasted: the Dark Arts, the Blue Note, and the Old Ezra. Those are all in the chat, and those are all available. These have not come out yet. They're coming out on Sunday to the Stuff and Whiskey Patreon community.
Sunday.
Next Sunday, 1 week from today. They come out to the Stuff and Whiskey Patreon community, as well as the Maumee Valley Whiskey Society, which if you're in the Toledo, Ohio area, that would be where you were at. Caleb cracking me up.
What? Caleb? Dark farts. Sometimes Josh has some of those.
Yeah.
Pretty dark.
Yeah.
They take me to some dark places, and I wish I was not around.
One of those streams, huh? All right. You know what? My work schedule changed, and I'm having some trouble adjusting.
We don't need to let them in too much.
Don't
open the kimono so much.
I'm having some trouble adjusting, okay? We're working on it. Also, I saw Caleb's name, and I just bounced over. So, Caleb, you make me so happy so often.
With his comments?
Matt Burns says, the brown shorts. The UPS brown shorts. See, Frankie, right? When you're in the 997.1,
okay,
Well,
to this day, I've not been in one, so I can't speculate on that.
Lowered on some Olands with some spacers with some lobster claw wheels.
Are you saying English words right now?
Yeah.
You're speaking English?
Yeah. Manual transmission, by the way, only manual transmission. So, can I open the kimono a little bit?
I guess.
Okay. The way that if you have a YouTube channel, you have a YouTube Studio dashboard on the back end. So if you were to look in our back end, what you would see is
I did not invite you there.
You see our dashboard, our content, our analytics, community tabs, other tabs as well.
Yeah.
In the community tab, that's where all the comments go, and that's where we see all the comments. Aaron doesn't look at those. I do. Yeah. Sometimes I get a great pleasure out of shadow banning people for posting rude comments in general, or posting comments that are out of line towards my wife. And I love that. I love to shadow ban people. But I also love to read you guys' comments and reply to them or heart them or whatever, just to let you know I saw them or we reply to them. And if they're related to us, I mean, we get so many really nice comments. I love to show Aaron comments.
Yeah, if there are comments directed at towards me, like a question that I have to answer, Josh will show me the comments.
Yeah,
and I will answer them.
And then she'll answer, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I just don't read them on the regular.
But there are a select few comments that at some point in time we will do a video on this, but I keep them in the queue. I don't heart them because then they go away.
So Caleb, a lot of your comments are in this queue that I'm looking at right now.
I don't reply to them because then they go away. I want them to stay in the queue because every time I look in the queue, when I get to them, I know I'm done. I've caught up. And also they make me happy. So what Caleb says was, quote, and this was during the Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend Pours Unknown, quote, Aaron the Social Sipper. Also, Aaron, quote, this smells like a 1940s Northeastern paint shop that used fall cut birch as the rafters. She's a pro now, Josh.
Touché.
So, Caleb, you don't know how often you make my day. You don't know how often you make my day.
That's funny. I love that.
All right, let me catch up here real quick. There's some PDK talk. Yeah, PDK is fine. It's fine.
What's PDK?
I can't pronounce it. Porsche Doppelklock.
It's a okay.
No. Manual for me only. I'm buying it as an occasion.
Guess what? I can drive a stick shift, so if you get a manual car, I can drive it because your girl knows how to drive a manual.
So yeah, the PDK is fast on the track. I like the engagement. I just like the engagement. Frankie's saying take her to Tail of the Dragon. We're not far.
What is that?
She'd freak out. She'd freak out. I can take my daughter. Like I can take Avery to Tail of the Dragon. She'd love it. It's East Tennessee in the mountains. It's a stretch of road that has like X amount of curves per mile or whatever.
That could be like a daddy-daughter thing because
you won't like it.
That would not be for me.
No.
I don't like driving fast when I'm not the one driving because I like being in control of the driving because then I like the same thing with like jet skis. If we're doing like a jet ski thing, I would love to go fast on a jet ski as a driver, but not as a passenger.
Yeah.
That's like my worst nightmare. Same thing in a car.
Honestly, I think I need to get Erin on the track or at least an autocross course, helmeted up, strapped in, like safe, and let her ride so that she can see that, like, she has no clue the hooliganism that I've done in my past.
I've heard about it.
You've only heard about it.
I've heard about it, and it scares me just from hearing about it. Like, I get anxious. I'm anxious right now thinking about the stories you've told me.
I've had a lot of American muscle cars.
Having, like, heart palpitations.
I've had a lot of LS1s, LT1s, Trans Ams, Camaros, Firebirds, Camaro SSs, GTOs, things like that. I've had some trucks. I've had some bikes. Okay, I've had some imports.
We're talking about cars too long. Let's go.
But I've never had.
Also, we have drinks in front of us. And what's Nash Fest?
I don't know what Nash Fest is. Jeff, elaborate. Tell us.
We're not cool enough to know.
Yeah.
All the festivals that go on. Once I stopped dating, I stopped being cool because I stopped trying to know what's going on.
Jeff did ask what gauge of needles are your favorite. I'm assuming he means gauge of needles as in knitting needles. Because that's what I know needle gauges to be. Unless needles is like saying something.
Oh, can you link the Blue Note again?
Yeah, let me grab it. I love this Blue Note. By the way, I think the Blue Note's a really cool pour. It's kind of underrated in that you can have that 117 proof barrel proof experience, but if you add a little bit of water to it, it has a lot of sweetness, has a lot of spice. It's got like honey spice, bright clover honey sweetness. It has dark honey sweetness. It has the chocolatey fudgy thing going on, the cherry thing going on. But if you add a little bit of water, it keeps all the saturation, keeps all the sweetness, it cuts the spice. So like it's the type of pour that I think a lot of times you add water or ice and it kills the pour. They become thin, sharp, ethanol-y. This doesn't do that. It straight up it's every bit as good, just different. So
what are we drinking, Josh?
Tupelo runners on you.
Joshua.
Talk about your glasses. So we have these two bottles, the Beer Barrel Bourbon, which by the way, if you are anywhere near Michigan and you've had the
Dragon's Milk
Beer Barrel Bourbon,
no,
that's on the shelf, that's like a whatever 90, 100 proof, whatever, that's trash.
Well, hold on. In comparison to this.
No.
Is it trash?
It's objectively not good.
Oh, okay.
It's not good.
I've not had it.
This is fantastic. That stuff, not good. This stuff, way more aged, way better finishing. Okay. This is just a better product. Bourbon and Bullets in the house saying first time catching a live stream. Really appreciate the content. My bourbon journey is young, but finding some good bottles. Recently picked up a 1792 foolproof pick, and it was very good.
Nice.
We love 1792 foolproof picks. We got to do one ourselves.
I know you're trying to speak fast because I'm rushing you.
You are rushing me.
Okay. You can speak at a regular pace. Just say less words.
JG saying Aaron's going to knit a dash koozie for the night.
Say less words. Right. You can speak at a normal pace when you say less words. Okay.
Oh, I was reading a comment that had words in it.
I know.
And Bourbon and Bullets deserves me to say every single one of their words.
Slow down and breathe, and then say less. So we're drinking the beer.
All right, guys. All right.
Bourbon.
Yes. All right.
So this was aged. This was beer. No. This was. Hold on. This was. Correct me if I'm wrong. This was bourbon that was aged in a beer barrel.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder if I can share my screen. Oh, I can share my screen. Okay.
I don't know. Be real weird about that because sometimes you show more than you want.
I want to show this. I want to show the sticker for it. Share screen. Allow. Yeah, here we go. All right, so here for the beer barrel aged bourbon, that's the sticker. The Stone Fruit Stunner beer barrel finished bourbon whiskey, S&W MVP Barrel Club. Had to go stone cold. Had to do it. Had to do it to him. Had to do it to him. So the Stone Fruit Stunner coming your way. Let's get this on the nose and the palate. Cheers.
Cheers. This is also very good. We've had a decent amount of this recently as well. You can tell.
I cannot. These bottles are problems. I cannot stay away from them.
So there's a lot of, as the name might suggest, stone fruit. So peaches, apricots. The beer barrel finishing.
Do you get that on the nose at all?
So like, I'm not a huge beer girl. Like, I don't love beer, if I'm being honest. I love sours, but I don't love like traditional beer. Hold on. And this doesn't taste like beer. The finishing of it gives it some sort of quality, I'm sure, of some type, but it doesn't taste like beer, which I'm so grateful for. Yes, sir.
You know when you would hold your hands up in class and the teacher wouldn't call on you and you would get so tired that you had to switch hands?
I literally did that in our live stream tonight.
You switch hands?
I didn't switch hands, but I had to hold my hand up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you get so tired, you have to switch hands. I would do that.
Okay.
Anyways.
Okay. This doesn't taste like beer.
We're nerds.
But the beer aspect of it gives it a great, there's something else to the finish that it does impart.
Yeah, this is a higher malt mash bill.
Also, can you pull up the chats again so we don't get behind?
This is a higher malt mash bill.
Look at the time. I just want to let you know what time it is.
Yes, ma'am.
I want you to think about what a good wife I am.
You are the best wife.
You told me that we'd be done 30 minutes ago.
I know. You know how great of a wife you are?
And here I am.
Everybody tell how
here I am still.
Please take a moment, okay?
What I'd like to be doing is being in my bed.
Take a moment and just look. Can we just all be honest? We just love hanging out with Erin. So let's just let's show her some love in the chat, y'all. Let's show her some love in the chat.
It's okay.
Look.
I'll be in bed soon enough.
This is a special, these are special bottles.
Can you move us over?
They're not out yet, but they're coming out on Sunday on Patreon. And there's a big yield. And the prices are super good. So this is $70, $69.99. Nice. This is $59.99 for the rye.
99. I like it when your southern accent comes out. That happens when you get sleepy, when it's late, or if you have alcohol. 99.
You're a great and sacrificing wife dealing with Joshua's long-windedness.
I like how you called him Joshua.
Very fair. Very fair.
If he wasn't so pretty, I wouldn't put up with it.
I like that, Jeff. The 911 is the JD 12-year-old of bourbons. I like that.
Oh, hey.
I like that.
All right. So this has stone fruit, apricots.
Peaches. Heavy vanilla with nutmeg. Like, if you guys ever had like I don't know if this is a thing. If you guys had Brandy Alexander's, do you know what that is? Does anybody know what a Brandy Alexander is?
No.
It's
what this tastes like? Alcoholic peach cobbler.
That's okay.
Because there's not breadiness, but there's like a doughiness.
I wrote the notes for this, and I did not include you in it because you would pull your hair out if I asked you to write notes for our picks.
Yeah, I would.
I wrote that this was a spiked peach cobbler.
It is
with baking spices
like
on top.
A boozy peach cobbler.
Somebody literally dumped alcohol in the peach cobbler and also just dusted it with nutmeg.
And it's like the perfect peach cobbler, in my opinion, where it's slightly undercooked. So the top crust is just like kind of soft on the bottom. Oh, I love that. I don't want it too browned. I love slightly undercooked peach cobbler.
Pat says, what? No nectarines? If there is a like nectarine kind of like cuties type of note, clementine type of note, it comes in on the finish with the baking spices and the spice. So I had my hand raised because I got sidetracked. I had my hand raised because I drank a Dragon's Milk bourbon barrel aged beer last night.
It was a stout.
Alongside this pick.
How'd that go?
Because I wanted to like compare them. It's so tough because like they don't taste the same at all.
Well, it's beer and one's bourbon.
Right. If you're expecting this to taste like this, or sorry, if you're
expecting this
to taste like the bottle it came out of, then you know what? Forget it. No, if you're expecting this to taste like
the
Dragon's Milk
beer,
bourbon barrel aged beer stout, it doesn't. But what this does have on it, because it's been aged, okay, stick with me here.
Y'all, I'm sorry for whoever, however many of you are still here.
Stick with
Bless
me.
you.
Hey, stick with me here. Stick with me here. Dragon's Milk, New Holland, Dragon's Milk, beer barrel aged stout, or bourbon barrel aged stout. They get bourbon barrels, and they had a whole conversation with us about it. I have it on video. I didn't put it in any videos, but they get very wet barrels from Heaven Hill. Very wet barrels.
Okay.
Like there's still bourbon in the barrels,
okay.
and then they put their beer in it and age it. And then once they take the beer out, they take those barrels that had the bourbon and the beer in it, and then they put the whiskey that they distill back in the barrel.
And it makes for some very delicious
freaking awesome. Awesome.
Also, Matt Burns says bottle liquor. Matt, I feel like you probably would know what I'm talking about, but that makes me think of that Orbit commercial.
It's you like, lint
you
liquor.
Lint liquor. Who are you calling? Like you what is it? Cootie Queen pickle you kumquat or something like that. It's an Orbit commercial. Look it up on YouTube.
Do Jay, like that's
Lint liquor Orbit commercial.
That's a level for Patreon we haven't unlocked yet.
Yeah.
All right, this is fantastic. I don't know what else to say.
No, it's very good. It's very good. And honestly, so full transparency again, the rye is my favorite. But the more I drink the bourbon, it just gets better every time.
I can't stop. Like the rye was my favorite in the beginning, but the more I drink the both of them,
it gets better.
I keep gravitating towards the bourbon.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. It's so good though. It is so freaking good. So what you get is you get that all that peach, apricot, all that like stuff up front, creaminess. There is a creaminess from the higher malt content, and then that transitions into like this chocolate stout, milk chocolate, dark chocolate. Like you get like light and medium roast coffee notes on the finish. You get this nutmeggy sensation, the spice. Oh man,
it's good. What
Nathan is saying, Aaron is the Jack 12 of this stream. There we go.
Thank you.
I'll guys, I'll be honest. Like if I had a bottle of Jack 12, I would love it and cherish it, just like I do Aaron. Not just like
where's this
it would be going? It would be a little
Where
different.
Where is this going? Okay, I'm so nervous right now.
I would love and cherish a bottle of Jack 12. But if you're talking about stuff I'm gonna grab and drink myself just to enjoy, it's gonna be this. And I'm not saying this is better than Jack 12. I'm just saying it's different. It's more interesting. It's super.
And that's where you're at right now.
Enjoyable.
That's where you're at right now. Yeah.
Well, and to be fair, it doesn't matter that we picked this. Before we were picking barrels, I was doing this with local store picks.
You love store picks.
It's my favorite thing.
It's your favorite thing of all time.
And it's so unique. Like every barrel's different. Like that Blue Note pick is different from every other Blue Note pick you're ever going to try. That Dark Arts pick, I guarantee you're never going to try another pick like that. That thing is insane. The old Ezra Rye, like we've already discussed it in chat. They don't do picks of it. We got lucky to get one.
Yeah.
We got a 7-year pick. It's amazing.
It's good.
Those are the things I'm reaching for to enjoy on my own time by myself, or like together if we're sitting down. Yeah. So like Jack Daniel's 12, amazing. Jack Daniel's 14, amazing. Coy Hill, amazing. I'm drinking those with other people, but I'm not sitting around drinking them by myself. This is the stuff I'm drinking and enjoying.
Yeah, for sure.
I guess what I'm trying to say is like, I really love the Jack Daniel's 12, but Erin's not the Jack Daniel's 12 of this live stream. She's the Dragon's Milk beer barrel aged bourbon of this live stream because I'm enjoying this more than everything else we tasted on the live stream. Personally.
Well, let's try the rye.
Let's try the rye.
So you want to show the sticker for the rye?
So this is the Walleye Run Rye. So this is 7 years, 9 months. There is a low proof version of this out on the market. It actually is good. It's not trash like the Shelfer beer barrel bourbon. But this is going to be way better. 123.2 proof, 7 years, 9 months.
So what happened when we went for this pick? We went to go pick a beer aged bourbon. There we go.
We did it.
Beer barrel aged bourbon. And then, we were done. We picked it. It was great. And they're like, let's try just some other things just for fun. Because when you're at a distillery, they want you to try, a lot of them want you to try the other things they have.
We tried some wheat whiskey.
We tried a whole bunch of stuff from that distillery.
Tried all kinds of stuff.
And we ended up trying this specific rye. And we were all like, oh my gosh, this is so good. This has to be us. Like, we have to do 2. Because we just couldn't pass it up. It was so good. And this is even more stone fruit. So we called the first one Stone Fruit Stunner, but the rye even has more of the stone fruit present with like a very kind of spearmint almost. Like
hang on. Let's get some notes in a minute.
Hold on. Like there's a fresh finish. There's like a apricot peach like start, and then there's a fresh finish.
Let's talk about it when we taste it.
No, I've tasted it plenty of times. I know what I'm talking about.
All right, Pat. Yes, it's made with real bits of walleye. This is a sticker. Nature's Candy. A little bit of a President's United States of America. Peaches.
Yeah.
Millions of peaches. Peaches for me. Millions of peaches. Peaches for free.
Wow.
Look out. Nature's Candy in my hand and can.
Okay, stop. Stop. They don't want us to sing.
All right, in that. And then let's get to this. So we got to dial the live streams back. I was too ambitious tonight.
Dude. Yes. I could have told you that.
Okay.
Hold on. How many pours did we have? Cut that in half. That's what we need to do.
Okay. So instead of having like 12 or 13 or 14 or whatever, we should have 6.
6 to 7 pours. No more.
How boring is 6 or 7 pours?
Can you move us over, please?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry.
It's not boring because then we can actually...
Oh, I can stop this. I can stop the ticker.
Oh, yeah.
That's been done.
Sorry, guys.
That's been done.
We can actually talk with chat if we're not having to drink as much.
All right. Here's the thing about this.
No. I want you to acknowledge what I just said.
I hear you and I see you.
Okay.
Here's the thing about this, and Nathan is dead right. He said peaches come from a can. They were put there by a man
in a factory downtown.
And you know what?
If I had my little way,
I'd eat peaches every day.
Every day.
Some soaking bulges in the shade.
Yeah. I tore up that single.
I did too.
I own that the single on CD.
Oh no, you got to get the whole CD.
No,
you got a Little Doom Buggy?
No, I just got the single.
Lump sat alone
on a buggy marsh. Totally emotionless except her heart. Yeah, I do know that song. Actually, maybe I did have the whole CD. But I definitely didn't listen to it all.
That's fair, Michael. That's very fair. No, let's clear it. We don't want to hear Josh sing. I can't carry a tune in a bucket. It's bad. All right. See, Matt gets it.
Sounds boring if we're the only ones drinking too much.
Yeah. Frankie, just put that, put 5. We need 5 of those. That's what these pours are.
Oh, it's a peach. Sorry, I couldn't see. It's so tiny.
Okay, so the difference.
Sorry.
The difference.
I am an adult.
The difference between these two is the beer barrel aged bourbon has big apricot, peach, stone fruit sweetness, nutmeg spice, chocolatey stout finish. Yeah, like a chocolate coffee stout finish.
Okay.
Whereas the rye, the Walleye Run rye, is like almost cream soda, vanilla float with peaches in it. It's like you take cream soda, splash a dash of root beer in there. You put scoops of vanilla ice cream in.
Yeah.
You got your float going.
It's weird. The rye is more sweet than the bourbon.
Because the bourbon has like this sweet spice thing going that I really like.
Mm-hmm.
And you get that chocolatey, stout coffee finish on it that I really like.
But then there's like this cooling sensation on the back end of the rye.
Yeah.
It's like I almost feel like I just brushed my teeth with peach toothpaste. Kind of.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's kind of nice.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Okay, I'm going to have to go to the bathroom soon, so we should wrap this up.
We're going to wrap it up. Whoa. The mouthfeel is so creamy on that rye. It honestly, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to sound appetizing or not. if you took cream soda,
okay,
and you made a cream soda float with vanilla ice cream, like handmade vanilla ice cream, not vanilla bean, maybe vanilla bean ice cream, cream soda, it melted down.
Mm-hmm.
You put booze in it.
Okay.
You soaked peach slices in it.
Yes.
It came up to like room temp. That's the unsettling part.
That's where you lose me.
That's the unsettling part, but it's in a good way.
So it doesn't curdle.
It doesn't curdle.
Okay. It's just not cold.
We're in Magic Land.
It's just not cold.
It's not cold. It's room temp, but everything is stable.
Okay.
We're room temp stable around here.
Okay.
And then you drink that, and you get this like thick, creamy, juicy, peachy, vanilla, like peach and vanilla and cream. And
but
if you could take a peach cream saver, do they make those? They make strawberry cream savers.
They used to. Oh, I don't know about peach. They made orange cream savers.
User person, no, this is all New Holland stuff. Walleye is not source. This is their own distillate. It's a pot still. Travis says the pot still doesn't hurt for creaminess. This is a pot still from like the 1930s.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. This thing is legitimately, if you just melted an absolute, like you literally back the Brinks truck up.
If they made like a peach cream saver, it would be this. But
it's spiked. It's been
there's
dosed.
Like a freshness on the back with the rye. You can't deny that. There's like
the rye element comes through in like a bit of a cooling
sensation. Like
but you don't get
on the finish.
You don't get herbalness. You don't get
you don't get pininess.
No pininess. No.
Yeah.
It's freaking incredible.
Yeah, it's good.
This is the problem. This is the biggest problem I have when I drink these two. If I drink this one first, I love it the best, and then I drink this one and I love it the best. But if I drink this one first, I love it the best, and then I drink this one second and I love it the best. These picks are unlike anything we've ever picked.
That's true.
They're also unlike anything else on the market. Mm-hmm. And if you like the flavor of peach at all, you need to buy probably 2 bottles of both.
And if you don't, these would not be for you.
If you hate peaches,
these are not for you.
Do not buy these picks.
These are not for you.
Steer as far clear as you've ever steered from any pick ever before, period.
Both of them.
Both of them, yeah. Oh, my goodness. I can't get enough of it. And can I be clear real quick? I don't eat peaches.
No, you don't.
I don't care for straight fruit, except for bananas.
He doesn't eat fruit or vegetables on purpose.
I eat bananas every day. Other than that, I don't like actual fruit, but I like fruit juices. I like fruit flavored things.
Yes, you do. Fruit candy.
I don't like Chick-fil-A.
Fruit ice cream.
Chick-fil-A peach milkshake. Get out of here. Trash.
What?
Not good. Vanilla and chocolate are way better.
Son, I might have to fight you on that.
Vanilla and chocolate are way better. But the amount of peach...
We might have some marital discourse.
Let's do it on camera. Let's hash it out.
I just disagree with you, and I think you're wrong, and you're wrong.
Okay, here's why I'm right.
It's not trash.
Okay.
It's not trash.
That's fair. It's not trash. I got a little... You know what?
You got a little overdramatic, as one tends to do.
Here's the thing.
One named Joshua tends to do.
But hang on. I did the thing that all of Whiskey Tube does, and we try something, and we're like, this is amazing. This is what we do. Let's bring it down.
Also,
it's good.
Drink water, please.
It's good. I will drink water.
I need you to drink water right now.
I've drank.
Josh, please just drink water.
I will drink water. But I have drank 6 of these today.
Right now. It doesn't matter how much you've had earlier. I need you to drink water now. Wow. Thank you for...
I did leak a little there. I got a little bit of like dry lip stuff I've been trying to pick off. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we're having problems there. So anyways, point being, I do think when it comes to the peach milkshakes at Chick-fil-A, vanilla is king because it's classic.
Okay. Peach
is not classic.
It doesn't matter. I like the peach milkshake.
Better than vanilla?
Yes.
But they got those chunks of peaches in it.
If I'm being honest, I don't love Chick-fil-A's just plain vanilla soft serve because it's not real ice cream.
I'm not talking about their cones. I'm talking about the milkshakes.
It's made with the same stuff.
Who's a good vanilla then? Who does good vanilla? I mean, I feel like everybody does.
I don't know. I don't really eat vanilla ice cream, like hardly ever.
What?
If I'm doing ice cream, I'm doing cookie dough.
That's a vanilla base, though.
But I don't eat straight vanilla.
There are bites you have that are vanilla.
Okay, so Bluebell. Bluebell is my favorite vanilla.
Homemade? The handmade, or it's called homemade. Homemade vanilla.
I don't know.
Not vanilla bean for you. Not vanilla bean. Not French vanilla.
No, I like French vanilla.
Okay, I would be. Can I ask chat?
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna end this quick. Is vanilla bean or French vanilla better? Vanilla bean here. It's got the dark notes. But homemade vanilla is better than all those. And that's what Bluebell's homemade vanilla. I do agree with you.
Okay.
That's better than pretty much anybody's.
Okay.
Like milkshake or whatever. This, though, is like cream soda, A&W cream soda, with Bluebell homemade vanilla ice cream scooped into it. Peach slices soaked in.
I'm listening to you, but I'm reading the chat. Someone said vanilla is the black coffee of milkshakes.
Which means if it's done well, it's way better than everything else. Is that where we're at here? Rare bird. See, I don't even know why I even question. DJ's got my back.
I'm just saying, I don't really eat vanilla ice cream. If I have...
Okay.
Hold on. If we have vanilla ice cream, I am always putting chocolate sauce on it.
You do that.
Always. I do not eat vanilla ice cream plain. My vanilla ice cream must always have chocolate sauce.
You dropped the Joshua.
I did.
All right. So.
Because it is 10:20, y'all.
Let's go back.
Your girl was promised we'd be done by 9:30.
And we do need to be done earlier on our live streams.
I'm just saying.
Can I open the kimono again a little bit?
If I say no, you're going to do it anyway, so sure.
We need to be done early on our live streams because I have a work schedule that involves me getting up very early, and I need to keep a little bit more of a routine. So maybe
because somebody got himself sick with COVID because he wasn't sleeping properly.
I'm almost sure that's not why you get sick with COVID. That's not how it works.
His immune system was compromised because he wasn't getting adequate sleep.
That's fair.
I'm just saying.
Can you go back to the Beer Barrel Bourbon real quick?
Also, I still have to pee. Oh, you want me to drink it? Oh, okay.
I said go back to it. Can you go back to it?
Sure. You want me to drink it?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I'll give the creaminess to the rye. It's got that creamy mouthfeel.
What do you want out of this? Because I will have a short-term memory in what I'm tasting.
Your opinion. I think the rye.
Delicious.
I think the rye has a creamy mouthfeel, but this has that sugar and spice and everything nice type thing going on with it. I think these are both. If you like peach at all, I think these are both most buys.
You should try both
because they're unlike anything else in the market. They're not like any Irish whiskey. They're not like any American single malts. They're not like any bourbons or ryes that I've ever had.
So the peach takes a softer approach on the bourbon.
Only because it's offset by the spice, but there's still a very strong peach note up front on it.
What's the proof difference? Because the rye feels proofier.
It is 117 on the bourbon, 123 on the rye.
Okay, I feel it.
So 6 proof points.
I can see it, like I can taste it. The rye seems a little more tingly on my palate.
All right. Frankie's being crazy.
All right, are we all spicy night? What are we doing here?
I'm going to do a splishy splash.
Josh, I got to go to the bathroom.
I was taking a bath.
I need to go to the splash. I was taking a bath on about a Saturday night.
All right.
Rub-a-dub just said something in the tub, thinking everything was all right. My mom used to sing that song when we were kids.
All right. Sorry. About went dark humor, Josh, which is not internet appropriate. Not internet appropriate.
We're on the World Wide Web.
We are.
Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
About went dark humor, Josh. Did you know where I was going?
Don't Blake Lively the situation.
No, I wasn't. I don't think so. I don't know anything about her or her situation.
You don't want to.
Do you? I definitely don't. That's why I tuned out. You said, what'd you say?
Just drink. What is this? 14? Jack 14? What are you tasting this for?
Because Frankie told me to.
Ooh, wow. I got peanut shells.
Yeah, yeah.
Like dry, like the floor of Logan's Roadhouse. That's what.
So what's fun? That's 126 proof. 20. Yeah. This is 117. This is 123.
Okay.
We're coming off of peach bombs.
Yeah, for sure.
Cream soda, sweet peach bomb. Drink it.
Oh. Okay.
And we're coming, and this is like a barrel bourbon finish. This makes me feel really good about our picks.
Yeah.
The 14 is great.
This is different.
It's great. It's different.
It's not the same thing. So it's
classic. It's very peanut buttery right now.
I'm getting peanut, but
I love
peanuts.
A peanut butter, like a dry roasted peanut butter.
Oh my gosh, Josh, I gotta pee. We gotta finish this up.
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it there.
I love y'all, but I'm either gonna leave and not come back.
Maybe we can talk about some Porsches real quick while Aaron goes and pees.
Okay.
And we call it a night. No.
I'm gonna peace out. Y'all can talk about Porsches, but
I'm gonna wrap this up.
Okay.
Is there anything you want me to cover before we get out of here?
Thank you for watching. We really do appreciate you. I mean, honestly, there's so many of you still here, so thank you.
Preach.
I'm sorry, but thank you for watching. We appreciate every one of you. Thank you for watching our videos. Thank you for, I mean, honestly, we've been doing this channel for, has it been 4 years?
It'll be, it's February now. We started recording content in like late January, early February.
So it's been about 4 years, and I'm so happy that we're still doing this channel, and it's because of you guys. So thank you for being here.
Yeah, she tells me all the time, it ain't you, buddy. It ain't because of you that I'm still doing this.
Well, I didn't think that we would have the audience that would, like, we
didn't know you guys would care.
Yeah, so thank you.
And you do, and it means a lot.
And that makes these live streams more fun. And yes, I know I'm kind of complaining about staying up late, but the only reason I'm actually still here is because because I am having fun.
Yeah.
If I wasn't having fun, I would have peaced out. I would have Irish goodbye because I have done that. Not here, but I've done that in life. So yeah. So thank you for being here.
It's our favorite.
We appreciate you. And I mean, we hope to continue to keep doing this. So thanks for watching.
Yeah. Thank you guys. We appreciate you so much. I couldn't have said it better myself. Aaron nailed it.
Well, thanks.
So thank you guys so very much for everything. Good night. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
New Holland picks coming out next Sunday. There will be lots of communication on Patreon about them in the coming week.
If you would like to purchase them and you're not part of our Patreon community, I would suggest checking it out.
Yeah.
Because that's how most of our picks are sold.
That's in the video description.
Sometimes they do make it through Patreon and then we can release them to the public, but not all the time.
Like the Dark Arts, which is crazy that it made it that far. And the Blue Note pick, which is crazy that it made it that far. And the Ezra, which is crazy that it made it that far.
Yeah.
So, but those have been posted in the stream tonight. Scroll back during the stream if you want to catch those. But yeah, we just appreciate you guys so much. And
I'm going to go get some sleep now.
Yep,
Good night.
we both are. Good night, y'all.
Bye.
Cheers.